Hey everyone, I'm Woody, and welcome back to WoodYaTalk. And I am actually here this week. No snow, no fucking business, but I'm great here with two of my co-hosts. Bomber, hello.
Hello. I am ready. Am I the only winner of the weekend in the chat? I think I am. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I don't know how you guys are doing. I'm feeling pretty damn good.
Oh, it's rubbing salt in the wounds. That's
Oh yeah. Well,
yeah.
Don't worry. It's gonna get a lot worse as this goes. So, just get ready.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm joined by my fellow loser as well, Scott. Scott, how is losing? How are you?
Just technically part of the global solution team. It's a problem. I'm doing all right. Most of the snow's gone. Actually, it rained over the weekend, so that's good. My voice is back for people who've been following like the last 4 or 5 different recordings. I can talk again. It's great. Yeah, we lost. We lost bad, and it was the match that we were in that caused it. Bomber. I love that it was that match that was it. That was this the middle match. I like it. But no, yeah, it sucks. But I have some things to say about it that'll be uploaded afterwards. But yeah, we'll get through this right now. Oh, and Redhead in chat already said Scott's used to losing. Well, let's go with it. Let's start right here.
Yeah, let's just get right up into War Games, shall we?
Let's do it. War Games 2018, baby. What a dumbass.
With the roster size for Bomber, but it is some awesome stuff. And then we'll go through the write-up from there.
Yep.
Normally we do talk about our own matches early because it's us. But yeah. Are you guys ready?
That's right. Yeah, let's do it. Let's break it down.
Cool. We got CJ Blackthorn defeating Choppers 24-12. The Dark Rider defeating LJ 19-13. Jace Villain 13 defeating Jitter 15-0. More on Jitter later. The Alpha Dog defeating Luke Gray 21-18. Fart Bucket versus the Finn in a no contest.
I know, crazy.
16-16. That's wow. The Finn coming off the amazing losing side of that series versus Fart Bucket, who is Fart Bucket. But we'll come through more of that. Dr. Tommy Oliver defeating Cade Gailey 20-16. Hero Shin Moses defeating Daddy Fatsack 19-16. Kyoko with the highest score thus far, 31, defeating Broken Nerd with 20, also a high score.
A lot of people were getting on Broken Nerd, losing to the newbies coming in here.
Yeah, but of everybody I've mentioned, they all would have lost to Kyoko so far.
That is a good point.
Like, literally every single person would have lost to Kyoko by 11 points.
She's been doing pretty good.
CJ Blackthorn's 24 still would have lost by 6 points, and that's the second high. Yeah, no, by 7 points. Voodoo Dreamer beats Sling Blade 25-19. Both would have lost. Otis beat Alaska Brown 17-15. Both would have lost. Jack Castor beat Peanuts My Bitch 23-19. Rab defeated Real Deal JRH 24-14. Accelerator 27 beat TB66 25-12. They all would have lost.
By the way, Kyoko got high score of the night, so she would have beat everyone. I think. So
there you go. Wook-D is what I almost tried to say there. That would have been your tag team with Wookie. Wookie beat Modstep and Captain Charisma 21-19-18.
Upset there. I call that an upset there. I think that was
It is.
Yeah, even though
remember.
Yeah, they're all originals too. All these guys are here since the very beginning. So
now the interesting thing, don't forget, Takeover had 4 official matches. So like your score is 1 through 4. Plus whatever else is going on. So it's very easy to lose. Well, the bonus, you went nuts on bonus questions. It was kind of great. I think you had more bonus questions than there were actual questions.
Oh, I had to. Yeah, I had to because, didn't want to...
Takeovers are dangerous. One match lost and you're done, so...
Yeah. I didn't want a million no contests like sometimes does happen on NXT shows.
Fart Bucket had one. We got Bear Me Jesus beating Peanut 25-15.
You got Bastion. You skipped my boy. Come on now.
I noticed it as I was saying it. That was not on purpose. Nobody's going to believe that. No. But it literally was. I said Bear Me, and my eyes went down to Bastion and went, I skipped Bastion. Well, finish saying Peanut. Bastion, you bastard, 27-19. I skipped him because he got involved in my match, but we'll get there.
And over Super Hippo.
27-19.
That's good.
Bastion, that's the second highest score probably? Close to it?
Close to it. Yeah, he did really good.
Yeah.
I think he did better than I did.
Still would have lost to Kyoko, so there. Bear Meat beat Peanut, like I said, 25-15.
Mm-hmm.
The AHMF, Spring Tigress, and her neck, the Green Machine, losing to Imperium members, Legit Boss, and Nick Myers.
They beat Imperium.
Oh, sorry, defeating. Now, forgive me, that's all that's left of Imperium, right? I keep forgetting.
Yes.
Are they technically
is...
a tag team called Imperium now? I'm used to being a stable. It's weird.
Yeah, they basically went from a trio. Yeah, now they're just a tag team.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That is 49-47. That was very, very close. Like, one bonus question, and that would have been all it took. So, very, very close match there. Cam Popplestone defeated Nathan 8K 26-22. Bomber retaining his Ultraviolent Championship in a hardcore match against Baron Ash 25-19. I don't like this one. Jut defeating me 19-14.
That was close. It was close.
Yeah, it was close, actually. It was like, well, I said one match off, and that's all it took. So, another title retention. The GMSG retained over 3J Platinum, 27-22, keeping the Road Warrior title. The Warden defeated Ash, 27-16.
Beat the world
champ. Ash is the world champion. Yes.
Yep. Impressive win. Man, if he wasn't a tag team champion, just think of the things that the Warden could accomplish.
Now, Cross did defeat Victory Green to win the Top Lock Championship.
Yes.
24-17.
And if you look at it, Victory Green came in there with a 10-point penalty. If he would have had that, he would have won. So he cost himself the championship, basically. And that's
dangerous to have a 10-point penalty on a takeover.
Yeah, and it happened to be that way. If he would have showed up at Crown Jewel, there would have been no problem. Who knows if he would have won that show? But either way, it just kind of sucks for him. I feel bad for him. Because he had a long run, the second longest title run for the Top Lock title.
You know, I'm sure he'll have a chance at it again. I mean, a run like that, you can usually get back in there.
Sure, yeah.
I wouldn't know. I haven't had that kind of run, but I digress. We have Woody defeating Tom in a #1 contender match for the World Championship.
Oh, look at
29-16.
It's a big win. Big point.
But that is
difference.
Also, though, a 2-point loss to Kyoko if you faced her.
Yeah.
And then we have the Ultraviolent Alliance's Redhead, Jonathan C.T. Martin, Junction, Banksy, and Breaker, defeating Team No Chance, J.D. Onio, Pocket and 5, Lily Pilly, Vitamin Yes, and Oristella, 115-88. And there's a big ol' asterisk in that, as we've mentioned. That was in War Games. And I do want to mention the War Games theme song graphic that you did. I like the blood on Redhead. That's cool. Like the eye patch on Woody and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was going to say we can dive into the matches, but I think we should jump over and mention the controversy article that went up. This was not a kayfabe news article like a couple other ones, and Bomber's articles are great. You have the kayfabe stuff, but this is a legit thing that we should jump into right now to mention that everybody knows, because there's so many new people that this is real deal business. We're pulling back the curtain, full kayfabe. So I'll let Bomber go from here.
No. But did you have a question, Woody, first before I bring what's going on?
Nope.
Okay. So basically, just real quick, what happened if you didn't read the article? There was the thing that brought this up was the influx of all these new people coming in, and there are people inviting people, which is fantastic. But since there have been so many new people, I went in and was double checking the IP addresses more than I normally do. And I will be honest, and I haven't been, the best at, checking the IPs. I've been thinking everybody's, everything's been on the up and up. So I haven't thought of somebody trying to create multiple accounts. So anyway, I went in, I was double checking all the IPs, and I noticed that Orstella's IP matched Jitter's IP for this show, which is he was down in the third match from the bottom here in the show. So first things first, contacted Orstella, said, hey, do you have anybody in your house that, plays in the JRPL? Because, that's fine if you, there are people that, if you have your brother or sister or your whoever that lives in the household with you, roommates that play, that's fine. You just need to say something. I went through, I asked for Stella, hey, anything going on like that? He said, nope, just me. I said, okay, well, do you happen to know who Jitter is? Because, maybe he had some friends come over and post pics at his house. That's also a normal thing. Said, nope, have no idea who that is. So that's where we ran into some issues right away. I contacted these guys right here, Woody and Scott, kind of like, hey, I got some shady stuff going on, not sure what to do. Kind of confronted them about it, saying like, hey, what do I, like, you know, go through some options. I gave Orstella all the chances in the world to, you know, admit something's wrong. He was doing it. You need to let me know. I told him it's okay. Just let me know. We'll handle this. This has never happened before. And he declined it up and down. I don't know who they are. This isn't me. I didn't do this. So I went back and looked at a lot of the previous shows where I found another IP matched for Scampy Matt, who is another newcomer. And I asked him, hey, do you know who Scampy Matt is? He said, nope, no clue. And I went back and looked at so many different – if you read the article, it breaks down a little more about that stuff. But bottom line is the rules were broken. I know he declined it up and down. And I did not ban him, which this is a bannable offense. Since this was the first person – you know, I don't know if I'm making the wrong call on that assessment, but I did not ban him, but I did ban the other accounts, the multiple accounts that was created after Orstella, which was the first account created. I banned Jitter and Scampy Matt. They're no longer allowed to compete in the JRPL. Their careers, I guess if you want to call them, are done. So I told Orstella, this show, you and Jitter, because Scampy Matt did not compete at War Games, you guys will get 0 points for the show, which did... It sucked so bad because he was in a 5-on-5 match for War Games. I really fought with this you know, decision because I knew it would negatively affect his team, and that really I kind of got mad. I was just mad that it affected other people in this match. At the end of the day, they would have lost either way. Team No Chance would have still lost, but their score got lowered because Orstella got a total of 0 points for cheating. So he ended up blocking people on Discord, disappeared, left the group, and disappeared. So I have a feeling that's a good indication that he just got busted. So the IPs don't lie. So, I mean, that's that.
I know I was very much wanted to be like, well, how could this otherwise have happened? Like, could there be something where he's using something at an office or a school and someone else is, and he just doesn't happen to know the person? And that's entirely possible.
Yeah.
But like you said, you inquired, and he said
that was the very first thing I did. I was like, do you happen to know anything else that could, like, you went somewhere else, or like you were a friend, know a friend, but he declined everything. So,
but he said it was still home. So therefore, I'm like, the only way this could be possible is if one neighbor is Scampy Matt and the other neighbor is Jigger, and they're stealing his Wi-Fi or something like that and doing it. And like, the odds of that are ridiculous. But I'm like, if that's it, cool, and we could always go with it. But otherwise, no. And I think he's found something else. The two other accounts were created like 7 minutes apart.
Yes, they were. Yeah, I pointed that out in the article. Yeah, they were created immediately
apart. That to me was
apart.
enough to be like, look, this could be something. We have the way to prove it. Try contacting those emails. One came back undeliverable.
Yeah, it came back.
Too much mounting against it, unless he can prove otherwise, which we want.
Yeah. It just went down bad. And what sucks is this was all taking place during the pay-per-view while I was trying to watch it. That sucked too for me.
Yeah.
As far as I was trying to enjoy the show, but like I'm talking with him. I'm talking with all. It was a good show. I'm talking with him. I'm talking with Woody and Scott, trying to figure out what's going on here. And I know JD's made some comments on. I wish you would have told me. But this all literally happened during the show, and like going into the main event, it just all happened during the show, and there was no telling people ahead of time and that kind of stuff. So. Yeah, I mean, we handled the best we could. I don't think he's coming back. I never banned him. If he does come back, that is fine. That's on his own. If he does, that's whatever. But the other names are gone. And that IP, obviously, anytime it shows up, it will be flagged, so I'll see it.
So that is the message to everybody, because you used to talk about this kind of stuff in your videos, which this has replaced.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And so it is good to mention this now for all the new faces coming in, because there's a lot of new faces, a lot of guys getting victories. Don't be like, I'll just make another one. No, this is a thing. Like, it's not good. It is cheating. Please don't do it. At the same time, I can only imagine what would have happened if Orstella's score would have been enough for that team to have won.
Oh, that would have.
Now you're pulling it away.
That would
have been the worst thing ever, because then it's almost like you need to find a suitable replacement just to be fair. Because shit. But like they wouldn't have won either way. Okay, 0's not that bad technically.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, and you know what would have sucked? I know Team No Chance would have hated me. They would have hated everything. They would have been so mad. But the rules would be rules, and it would be a 0. He would have to get the 0, and they would lose.
Yep.
I wouldn't be. It would be. There's no replacing it and that kind of stuff. It would have been a 0, and they would have ended up losing, which they would have been super fucking mad. But that rules
It wouldn't have
are rules.
mattered what match it was. It just happens to be in the main event of
Yes.
the only war of the year. It's like, oh god.
Yeah. I was not happy as well. So either way, it was our first thing with this, first run-in with this.
Yep. Over a year and like a year and a half, and this has come up.
And things like I said, I haven't been as diligent on checking these as I probably should have. And that's on me. I should have caught these before when they debuted and stuff, but I was thinking people, would be a little more honest and whatnot. And
Wasn't there an issue before? But it was confirmed. It was like just two people using the same thing.
Correct. Yes. Way back. I did catch because I was checking when we first started the JRPL.
Yeah.
Modstep created a second account, and I confronted him about it. He never like showed up for it and all that. Because I caught it first and I was like, hey, what's this? And he was like, "Oh, sorry about that. I didn't know." So nothing. That was like super.
Well, that was like, oh, okay, like okay, sorry.
That was like
this
show
was
number.
A case of like, oh, it's not me.
Yeah, that was like show number 2. Yeah, he admitted.
I hate to presume the guilt on it, but the evidence was overwhelming, and but there was enough. I was ready and willing to listen to the argument against, but we never got it.
Yeah.
So I say we move on to the fun stuff in here.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Because
that was just one of the big
obviously,
things. Yeah.
the cool part about that is that it's a War Games match, and a 0 score means someone gets taken out. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that through the write-up. So it did lend to that. But the highest possible score was 35. You've got here, Bomber.
Yeah.
And
Kyoko
like I
had
said, Kyoko
31.
had 30,
And I believe that
31.
was match of the night. They got match of the night with that, I think.
Yeah.
So
there's Victory Greens minus 10, showed at Crown Jewel, and then there's the zeros for the matching IPs. Main eventing JRPL event, that a bunch of people got that. Redhead I didn't know Redhead didn't have it, but Redhead, Junction, CP Martin, fucking 5, Lily Pilly, or Stella, and Vitamin S got that achievement thanks to War Games. So they got that. Kyoko got match of the night. Broken Nerd got 5-time match of the night. Kyoko won 5 matches. Okay, so Kyoko won 5th match with match of the night. Anyway. Breaker won 10. Bastion won 25. You bastard. 1,000 career points for Cam and Buck. So think of that. Cam would have had that a while back if he hadn't just returned. He was that close. Oh, right?
Yeah. He had it.
Yeah, he was sniffing 1,000 for like 2 months.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Win of War Games, Redhead and her team, and then squashed. They did get that achievement thanks to Orstella, Redhead, Banksy, and Breaker. They wouldn't have gotten that. I bet without that 118 versus 88.
Probably not. Yeah.
115 versus 88. So there you go. Now there is a lot of write up and a lot of stuff to go through. Do we want to go in order, or just talk about the stuff we kind of remember, or what do you want to do here?
We can skim through it. I mean, the only stuff that really got brought up on the kickoff show, just to mention, there was I think 3 rookies showed up for this. Luke Gray, who ended up he did lose to the Alpha Dog. Jace Villain 13 got the win over Jitter. I mean, Jitter ended with 0, so that kind of automatic win there, luckily for him. And the Dark Rider, the Dark Rider got a win over LJ. So those are all brand new, first shows for them. So
I'll mention we don't cover like the early matches quite as much, but I saw Jace posted something in the Discord for the character chat, so Jace is jumping in there with that one. Oh, yeah. And Luke Gray was literally, I mentioned last time how we had people were welcoming someone new in and like showing them how it all works. That was Luke Gray, I remember. So Luke Gray came in and is debuted now. So it's pretty cool seeing new faces coming in kind of regularly.
Yep.
It's a good fun thing. So.
Yep. The only other stuff that happened on the kickoff, I mean, they kind of pointed out the Kyoko Broken Nerd match because that was match of the night, and touched on Bastion.
Taking out Super Hippo.
Yeah, taking out Super Hippo, which I think was the last match on the kickoff, I believe.
Yeah.
Because, Broken... that was the last one, so...
Woody, any comments on anything there from your recollection?
Anything on the kickoff?
I don't... Not to my knowledge, no.
I mean, we got... To me, the we got a couple like new guys that are kind of starting to make. I mean, it's still early to say they're making big waves, but Jack Caster,
wasn't Alpha Dog on the pre-show?
Alpha Dog was on the pre-show. He got a win here.
Yeah, he's doing really good.
Yeah, he started. I think this was his first win, but yeah, he's, as we'll get to Survivor Series in a minute. He's won back-to-back shows. He won both times this past weekend. So yeah, this was a really good weekend for him, and he's brand new. As well as, like I said, Jack Caster got a good win over Peanut is my bitch 69. Always good to beat for a new guy to beat a original. So. But yeah, other than that, I mean, on the kickoff show, that was pretty much it. Just a bunch of standard stuff.
It is interesting because you have Kyoko with her 5th win, and there was a little Kyoko chant. So you can literally see like actual stuff, and you can tie it in with things.
Yeah.
For guys who just had a loss or just had a win, you can see that literally is a case of work your way up, because you're working your way up. It does take time. So yeah.
Yeah.
And that you can look at someone like Ash, who had like no idea of a storyline, as a world champion. So
even with Kyoko's Lost Award in a few shows ago, she's just slowly rising up, and I think that loss, story-wise, did a lot for her character.
Yeah, I agree with that. I really like that.
Yeah, and we'll touch on that some more, because that's kind of what led her stuff with Warden is kind of what led to me picking her for the Survivor Series match. So.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yep.
So
that's good.
We do have the AHMF versus Imperium match. Spring Tigress was nowhere near 100% because Bomber, you dirty deedster from the top.
Yeah, the last at Crown Jewel. Yeah. That's really a lot that went on into this match as far as storyline goes. It was Tigress kind of nursing that neck, and we had a lot go down, and Hito actually came out. Hito Shin Moses came out, and did he take her to the back? Is that what happened? That's what's been happening, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Nate grabbed Hito by the throat and pulled him over the top rope into the ring. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so basically he came out, and it kind of really distracted them from getting the win, I believe.
Well, I like the way you had it, because it was like a stolen win. Rolled up Boss, and Boss was like, Boss wasn't defeated. Boss just got pinned. It was like, what? No, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Really, really good. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at this thing. Yeah, I walked over. So basically, now that we know what happened with Hito, with Tigers, I've been kind of building. I don't know if you've been paying attention as the shows have been going, but I've been dropping the stuff in here and there throughout the past, I don't know, several shows and months, that something's going to be happening, something's going to be happening, and the whole plan was for everything to go down at Survivor Series. So yeah, so this was just another little bit of a taste of that here at the show.
And Tigress already in chat. My neck.
Yep. So yeah.
Woody, any words on your solution, global solution?
Yeah, because this was a war preview match here, because both these had teams from both sides here.
It was a war previews match. I kind of like how before Survivor Series you kind of had that thing of, like, you don't know what hero's doing on both sides. It's like, okay, well, I wonder how this is going to lead into Survivor Series.
Yeah, and I didn't want to make anything obvious with him. I wanted to show that he was obviously looking out for, Spring Tigress, but not brutally obvious that he's going to do something crazy. So,
yeah. But, I mean, the loose cannon aspect of so many of us right now, it's kind of interesting just to see what's going on and whose side someone's on, especially when it's, in this case, there's no reason not to trust it, right? But there's, like, when you look back, there's so many reasons we should have known. So, yeah, pretty cool to see that.
There's so many landmines, story-wise, that could, like, set someone off.
Yeah. And classic wrestling style, it worked out. Everything was set up one way for it to keep going, and then,
yeah,
all those landmines.
God. I learned so. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Keep going. Well,
Cam Popplestone made his return to the ring against Nathan 8K as a wrestler, because he was a ring announcer and a commentator and
Yeah, the
all this
damn
other stuff.
board of directors decided they're going to
medic.
make him, you know, kayfabe-wise, they give him a chance to wrestle, even though Bomber said that he would never wrestle again.
Now, remembering back, I remember Cam had an idea. He's like, I don't know if I want to be on the matches or stuff and all these things. And I'm like, just run with the story. Have fun with it. And that's kind of where this came from in a way. And it was kind of brilliant of this aspect of the war the whole time. Because Bomber's used to having people in the ring and going on and having this stuff. But every now and then, just suddenly, oh, God, who's this medic? God damn it, Cam. Like, it was a great side thing where it was almost comedic, but still you knew there was a constant threat that somehow was always surprising, I found. Like, it was never like, oh, of course, there he is. It was never like, oh, now it's going to be Cam around this corner. No, it really worked, I felt. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and the whole part of this write-up was just, it was his, return. But the only thing that was, that stands out was that after the match, he got on the mic and called Bomber out and said that he has a little message from the board of directors, who's basically they've almost been kind of, helping Cam the whole time here, storyline wise. They've been kind of helping him stay in the game and get everything he's been trying to do. So he said that if he beats Bomber at Survivor Series, the Ultraviolent Alliance is going to be no more, and that he's going to have a date with Destiny. And he told Bomber that his whole world will come crumbling down because he has the backing from the board to make it happen. So that was his threat one day before Survivor Series. We know how it worked out, but
well, we'll get there. And it's again classic wrestling style of how that went down. I love it. It's really good.
Yep.
I'm going to say that the board is more of a thorn in Bomber's side than anything else at this point, with everything that we're going to talk about later.
Well, I like
so far,
I like it a lot because Bomber, the character, runs everything and shuts people down or does the matches and does everything. But then the board does that to Bomber.
Yeah,
so it's kind of funny. Like no one can go to the board, but the board is like, no, that's not fair. Cam wrestles. Like I really like that aspect of it. Like there's the heel general manager, but Vince McMahon runs it and he's the good guy. Kind of thing.
Yeah,
there is someone leading everything. So.
Yeah, like because Bomber, it's almost like Bomber plays the Vince role where he is he's the boss. He's in charge of everything, but there's still a board that he has to refer to, and that can still I like it. Make the calls and override stuff. So that's kind of what's been going on with Cam and stuff. But
speaking of Bomber and Cam, after that moment, you came out, Bomber.
Came out immediately,
with the Ultraviolent Championship secured around your waist.
Yep.
Come on the Cam, tell Cam to get out of the ring.
Basically, I kind of belittled him. I just said, "Get out of the ring," blah blah blah. Just get out of here. And he kind of walked right by me, and he just kind of really close. Like I think he tapped me on the shoulder and stuff, and and all of it was just to piss Bomber off because he was looking like he's just so confident. Yep. Cam's just so confident.
Like that, I'm not touching you kind of thing. Just just he knows no matter what he does, he's got your number of just to piss you off now.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So, and then the rest of it, I think, was just for the most part just a regular match.
Just straightforward, yeah.
Now the ending, I kind of played on because obviously Bomber's pick base is Dean Ambrose. I played on the ending of. Back in the day, Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt, the whole TV spot, the whole TV monitor spot, where he grabbed the TV out from under the ring. Except this time, instead of it blowing up in my face, I actually smashed it over my opponent's head. So I kind of, drew back a little bit to that, except, actually had it happen. And that's how the match ended. So that's how Bomber got the win over Bear in there.
That's pretty great.
Yep.
Any comments on Bomber's match there, Woody?
I like that during the write-up that Bear and Ash was just being really confident with the belt, and he even got some cheers with it. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, and the best part, is that Bomber's the greatest Ultraviolent champion of all time.
I saw someone say that you had more defenses, I think, in this reign than anyone else has, ever.
Yeah.
Let alone your other reign on top of that.
And I believe that was Vitamin Yes, who was the other longest reigning UV champion. So
I like how you don't. It's almost like you don't want it, but you can't not have it because you're just that good.
Somebody's gonna beat me eventually. We'll see. We'll see who it is. but somebody's gonna take it at some
your
point.
cockiness won't let you like drop it or anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you better
So
I had a to tangent a bit because my match is next. I had a character way back when in another Federation type thing, and I won like a TV title, but I hated it. I didn't want it, but as if I'm gonna let you beat me for it. But I would like barely hold it, like discuss it, like, ew, this thing's dirty, like an old napkin kind of thing. But but it's mine. You're not gonna beat me for a title. So I almost see that kind of thing in some way. Well, hell, that would almost be me if I went after your title. I don't want the ultra-violent title, but I want you to not have it. So that could be actually a fun feud. But you've got so many people in the Discord, and different people like shadowy figures, wanting Bomber's title right now. Like you have the biggest target on your back right now. It's kind of great. I kind of love it.
We'll line them up and we'll see what happens. That's all I gotta say.
So speaking of getting lined up and see what happens, I had that long-awaited match with Jut.
Yep.
Finally. And now I remember back to the death match at SummerSlam, and we had chatted a bit, and you're like, maybe you'll get your hands on each other sooner than later, like before it. And I figured that would be happening somewhere around here. So this was a long time coming. But you had done an awesome job of building up the animosity between us. Like, we go at it in Discord, in the character chat. It's pretty great. But then you just got us, like, you had us at a moment, I think it was Crown Jewel or whatever the last one was, where there's this massive brawl, and then this was like, there's the two of us catching, like, he's at the ring and I'm on the ramp, and it's like, oh, no, we can fight. The crowd's like, oh, shit, they're going to fight now. And yeah, it is super great how you built it up even beyond that in amidst everything else. This was a vengeful one because all my jacket said on this one was Lee because I do the different words and stuff. So yeah, but I had the idea is like, just ring the bell now. Why just ring it and I'm gonna go out there and fight him. But I wanted him to dodge the lariat because he'd spotted it and we just had a brawl into the barricade. And then you took it from there, and it was violent as hell. It was awesome.
Yeah. I had you guys go through like the barricade twice because you put the barricade spot in there, right?
Yeah, I said we start a brawl into the barricade.
Yeah.
I didn't say go through it. I just like we're outside the ring and we go into it, but I mean the way this match is, absolutely. I'm all for that.
Gotcha. Well, I read that as going through the barricade. So I put you guys through the barricade, and then not only that, through the barricade, through a second part of the barricade. So
yeah,
I thought that was gonna be fun. But this was pretty crazy. Down at the end, I don't know if you want to recap on how it ended.
So Jut and I, we both wanted it to be just like a knockdown, drag-out brawl. This violent and trying to top one another. I was so close to saying to you, Bummer, I wanted to make it where I don't bother going for pins. I just want to make him submit. But I realized I've never beaten Jut. That's kind of the point. I'll take any win I can. I don't want to count it or DQ. I want a proper win, but I'm not going to do something like that. So we'll see what comes of that later. But the way it was going through, I got him into my cross swords, which if people don't know, it's like a Boston crab, but instead of just cupping under the chin, it's a sleeper. So it's a weird, like, I'm going to smother you and you're going to pass out. I got him in that move again, and then the bell rang as time limit came up. And the ref's like, no, it isn't. What are you talking about? And it turns out that Bastion, that bastard, had dressed up in his suit and swapped out with the ring announcer, and he rang the bell and got me to release Jut, who hit me with the GTS and pinned me.
Oh yeah, so Jut's there, but you know Bastion's not very far from where Jut is. Come on,
and that's the perfect story because me being the loner, like I'm always like it's me plus 14 versus everybody else.
If you still had Lee there by your
side, I have no backup. But that's the kind of the beauty of it. I'm a victim of that plan. It's not working, but it kind of sometimes is. So I kind of really like it. It's really good. The fact that he beat me straight up, but you put it in there where I had him dead to rights, but they underhandedly did it, is awesome. Like it didn't need to be that, but that just works for the story so much more. Oh, it's great. And the fact that they posed over me and everything. Oh, you bastards.
Yep, I had them posing over your motionless body. The good old motionless body.
The motionless body.
I love that.
But when you have stuff like Cam saying his stuff, and then this happening here, it's like, oh, the heroes are going to get their redemption. Anyway, let's move on to the Road Warrior title.
Yep, Road Warrior title.
We'll get the Survivor Series. We'll get there.
Again, GMSG putting in the historic, what we didn't think was going to be surpassed. I mean, maybe like at some point we thought somebody was going to pass Cam Popplestone's reign, but we didn't think it would be so quick. GMSG came in, and this is the record setter here. I believe it was his 5th successful title defense against 3J Platinum. And the whole main part of the write-up is it kind of went into their story about how 3J Platinum's already been the champion and all that stuff. But the ending was, it was a clean finish, but Finn came out and made his statement that he is the next guy in line, which is going to be taking place the very next night. So that he better not be overlooking. Basically, Finn said, don't overlook our Road Warrior title match for your Survivor Series match. That was the main point of this.
Which I love, too, because Finn and Ash were having their own war outside of the war, and suddenly they're both getting involved with people in the war. And they're like, hey, pay attention to me, damn it, which is warranted and really, really good. I really like that.
Yeah. I know Cam's been one of your big guys, Woody. What do you think about GMSG passing him here?
I think during what was it? Was there a moment in the write-up where Cam was kind of congratulating GMSG?
In this write-up, I don't believe it was in this one. Not for this match. That might have been one of the other ones where he maybe tied him, I think. But
yeah,
I don't think it was in this one.
I remember reading that somewhere, and I thought that was a really cool dynamic of Cam just giving his respect to GMSG.
Yeah. No, I did bring up that Cam was tied. Yeah, sorry, the GMSG was tied with Cam, and this is the match that.
Maybe I was thinking of character chat then.
Oh, I mean, that's definitely a possibility too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. And 3J Platinum, that was the other thing that, man, he was on such a big run coming into this match, so. I know a lot of people sleep on him, but I'm like, guys, don't be sleeping on this guy. He can win him when he needs to. So, and he did fail this one, but don't worry. I know for a fact that he's gonna work his way back up there because he seems to always work his way in the title pictures. That's kind of his thing. So
I need to learn how to do that.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, up next.
No, really, I do. It's rough, but yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of title pictures, Ash and the Warden.
Yeah, I really wanted to just Warden straight up beat Ash. These guys are both faces coming to this match. It was a clean win. The write-up there was nothing too crazy, except
Warden has wanted a single match like this for a long time, so to get the world champ is pretty cool.
Yeah, and he won straight up. Super congrats on that singles win. The only part of the write-up, I guess, that's notable was I believe Warden grabbed his title, the tag team title, and the world title, and handed it over to Ash after the match. And Warden didn't let go right away.
Oh, yeah.
And Ash,
no matter how good guy you are, that's a case of like, I just beat you. I could have taken this.
Yeah, he just beat the
classic.
champ.
That's good.
Yeah.
So he went to hand it to him, and they kind of locked eyes, and kind of was one of the moments. And then it kind of, they gave him a side hug and everything was good. Nothing happened. But just just a moment.
No, that's unprecedented, I think, for the tag champ to beat the world champ. You haven't had that match even happen before, right?
No, first time here. I wanted Ash really didn't have a match for this show, as far as there was no immediate contender to challenge for his title, and Warden needed a match, and I said, why not just make a blockbuster kind of feature match? No titles on the line, just two big names going at it. So, yeah.
The last match I can remember that was kind of like this in a way was when Tino was in the Solution, and he had the world title, and he fought the current Top Lock champion, Hippo.
Yes.
I don't remember where that was.
That was a long time. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I can look into that real quick, but yeah. And Tino did wait.
Yeah, Tino won.
Tino did win. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that was, we don't have too many of the moments, so I guess whenever they do come around, that's kind of cool. But let's see. I'm just gonna hop on down real quick. Tino. I'm doing a word search on the thing. Oh. 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 Oh, wow, they had a triple threat match at at WrestleMania. Man, how fucking far back did this happen? But sorry, you can continue. I'll just... Oh, I found it. Boom, got it. It was that Clash of Champions. It was last December.
They didn't even do that pay-per-view this year.
Right.
So there you go.
That's right. It was the Clash of Champions match, basically. It was the world champion versus the top block champion.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of regret that they didn't do that this year because we would have had potentially more like that.
Yeah,
so you did one here, so that works.
Yeah, we could have done that. Yeah, but they didn't have that show this year.
That is an unsung thing that Bomber likes to do, but I'm sure you'll agree. But he looks at the pay-per-view name and tries to do something with it, like the Evolution Battle Royal or Clash of Champions. It's like, I'll do the gimmick better than they do.
That's right. I named that Evolution Battle Royal before they had that Battle Royal announced. So.
Exactly, yeah.
But anyway. But yeah, so great win for Warden. Sorry. I'm not sure where it's going to lead you, but don't worry. I'm sure your future will be pretty bright. Don't worry, buddy. I'm sure it'll be great. I'm sure it'll be great. Yeah.
That was a dick move.
No, I'm serious. We know that.
No.
Anyway, top block title match.
Yeah.
Man, again, personally, it sucks for Victor Green that he got a loss here based off of that penalty, but that happens. Write-up wise, nothing. It was there's been the whole thing with Cross doing the gunk stuff, the black gunk, and this time he got Victory Green. Lights went out. Victor Green completely consumed. The ring completely consumed. Cross up on the top rope, jumped off. Boom, curb stomp, which is his finisher, right on to Victory Green. Put him out. 1, 2, 3. Clean finish. Nothing. Well, I mean, I guess not clean. I guess when you got gunk everywhere, I guess it's not clean.
Who's dirty with the gunk? But yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's a little unclean, but yeah, nothing as far as big giant story stuff goes. Just more of Cross with his character, just kind of character elements in this one. And yeah, took the top block title from the second longest reign with
now.
Yeah,
Woody is a former top block champion.
How
does Woody feel about this one?
I feel it sucks that Green would have won if he didn't have the 10-point deficit, but that couldn't be helped, and it just sucks that that happened.
Yeah, I'm looking at the history right now. Victory Green, he had the title for 154 days, and he had 3 title defenses, which actually tied you, Woody, who had 3, in much less days. But Victory Green
should have been 4.
It would have been technically if this wasn't didn't get that 10 points, this would have been.
Oh no,
4.
I mean when he beat Lee, because if Lee had beaten him, I would have gotten the title shot against him.
Oh,
he still would have retained because we went to a draw.
Yeah.
So you would have had 4 defenses if not for that. So you can kind of have that one. Yeah.
Yep. So, Victory Green.
I remember that.
One of the.
Yeah.
Victory Green.
I think I requested that for the ROH show because I realized they're facing you both.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I like that. Speaking of Woody, Tom has been your kryptonite according to the write-up. So
yes.
Yeah, and Woody, but you've been on a mission of putting your past behind you, as we're reading here, and I've known that from your character stuff for a while, ever since you were following me around after the Ring of Honor stuff, and like this massive arc of redemption and stuff like that, which has been like, look at where it is now. Holy crap, it's pretty great. How did you feel about this match with Tom?
I was really nervous at it again, and more so because we literally had almost every match different. So there's going to be a clear-cut winner, but it was fun fighting him again. I think this might have been the first time we fought since the Top Lock incident when he took my title.
I'm looking at it right here. He took your title at the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So in Saudi Arabia, that's right. You lost your other title in Saudi Arabia too, the world title.
Yeah, fuck Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, there it is. Quote of the night. Fuck Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
But
that's the title of the video. Fuck Saudi Arabia.
There it is. But yeah. This was just a clean win. I don't remember. God damn it, I don't remember these.
Not really a clean win. I mean, it's a win.
Didn't Cyborg get involved somehow?
He did. He jumped the barricade.
Nice. Clean win. Mark it down. Mark it down.
Yeah.
First time he was in the ring since in the world. Grabbed Woody's legs, to
Oh, that's right.
pulling him
That
down
was really
out of the jackhammer.
that was your spot. That's right. You told me you wanted that to go down. You wanted him to come in and pull you out of the jackhammer move.
I did, because I really wanted to go into Survivor Series. I wanted to make it really hammer on the nail that, you know, there's no ill will between Solution and Cyborg.
Because history, for those unaware, he's not part of the solution. Very opposite, in fact.
Very, very opposite.
And what happened right after the match is this is also a thing that you wanted me to put in there about
the train.
The train that the Solution ran on CT Martin's daughter here. So give us the rundown on this. What were you looking for this part where you looked up at the Titantron and showed there was somebody else behind it? What was the thought process on that?
Well, we really wanted to pull something different with this whole story. Like, we didn't know if we wanted it to continue after all that, but we felt like we needed a resolution that would work for both parties. So when we saw that they were facing no chance at TakeOver the night before we fought them, we were like, well, we could really make this a story into two parts where it really wasn't CT's daughter, but actually Lily. And, well, not like we didn't like do anything with Lily, but it was more like Lily was like an actor portraying CT's
daughter. Yeah, so you guys are like getting in his head, kind of like mind games, whatnot.
Yeah, and I think that really helped both stories in a way, I guess.
Well, I was just hoping that we would have a pregnancy on our hands, and then no telling what would have happened with that. We would have had, custody.
Samitsky.
Yeah, we would have ladder match for custody on the line. No, I'm kidding. But no.
That's Eddie
and Ray, yeah.
Oh, yeah. God. No, you got to one-up it, though. Fetus on a pole.
Fetus on a pole. There it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that kind of put a little like another little twist into the story that was going on later on in the night. But yeah, so that's how that ended. Then it showed the Survivor Series matches, which were all different. So fuck those graphics that I made.
Well, we'll get to them. Yeah, War Games. Yeah, War Games.
Yep. War Games. This was pretty much just a giant write-up from Redhead. He sent me a lot of this here, if not like 95% of it.
Cool.
I think I did have to tweak some stuff because some stuff he had with Orstella, and I think I took some of that part out. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, because you had Orstella get taken out, literally.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Orstella got removed because the rules in our War Games, which is if somebody touches the ground, they're eliminated from the match. Not the whole team is eliminated,
right,
which is what WWE's rules are. So we don't go by those. And our War Games has a cage on, has a roof on it. So you know what, we are a little more old school with our War Games. So I told them that when they were doing the write up, which is what played into it because we had somebody come in through the top of the cage, I believe. I mean, it did happen. I don't remember the name. That's what I'm.
I was trying to find it in what you have written here, but
here we go. I'll do the.
Because the music started, fifth member. JD Audio came out. That's right.
Stealing the cage. Oh yeah, it was the masked person. It was the last person. That's right. So coming into this match, nobody knew who the fifth member of the Blissful. The Blissful Enigmas and Banksy, and who is the last member because it was going to be Tino, but Tino no showed. So.
Right.
I was contacted by either CT Martin or Red and told me, hey, we want our masked guy to come in, our newest member of the Blissful Enigmas. We want them to be the last person. I'm not really big on a whole. We've done it sometimes in JRPL where we have these mystery things that take place, and I know it sucks because people got to wait. But if it's right, we'll do it. Like the whole thing with Exo Kev, his partner, mystery, we did it there, and we did it here. And it was Breaker. Breaker ended up being the person under the mask that has been helping out the Blissful Enigmas lately. They came in.
You faked it out. You faked it out as Adamix.
Yes.
So you made it.
They did. Red typed it up that way. But yes.
Yeah. I mean, we like the JRPL. the program faked it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody thought it was going to be Adonix, but it ended up not being Adonix because, you know, he was their old member, and it ended up being Breaker who came in, helped them out, and they ended up getting the win. So, yeah, it was a huge win. I wouldn't quite say an upset, but when you had all 5 members of one team, you know, talking it out, I assume they were all talking it out. They're all on the same team. But then because you add in, you know, Blissful Enigmas, Banksy's not really part of the Blissful Enigmas, so there's that kind of a wild card move there, and I don't know how much communication Breaker has with them. So it was just a really big win in the main event in a War Games match. So they kind of capped off this little mini feud that they were doing. Blissful Enigmas got the win in the end. So, and
then you capped off the show with the Global Solution coming out.
Yeah, they got the final word. Yep. Final word, of course, Global Solution is going to come out and try to steal the spotlight from, from us.
But then the UVC comes out.
Yeah, they came out, but basically the bottom line of the very end of the show was I want, this is the last, you know, hoorah, you know, the go home before the Survivor Series. I just wanted it to be the giant battle at the end. Everyone came out because, you know, there's 2 rings. 30 guys in the rings just fighting it out, and that's how basically the show came to a close.
Just picture some of the odd, awesome spots you would never expect to see, and some of the almost like a Royal Rumble when it's full. Like, I've never seen those 2 fight. You would have had little moments like that in there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and basically, I think everyone came out from the crowd, I believe. Swarming the ring.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and all the members jumped the barricades. This is the Ultraviolent Alliance that came in, and that's how the big battle ended the show. So, yeah, that was the end of War Games. That's, I think it was a pretty good show. Hopefully, people liked it leading into Survivor Series.
I think it was good. So. Really, really good. It definitely had that feel of like, man, we're seeing stuff happen, but I can't wait to see tomorrow night. Right? Yeah. It's like when it really all matters. Like, stuff's happening. It still seemed important. It wasn't filler, but man, it's going to be nuts tomorrow. Is how it felt. It was really cool. I felt. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Or for the write-up, for us, it was like, I can't wait to see what happens in like 2 hours.
Yeah, I posted that right before the deadline of Survivor Series.
Yeah, yeah.
So. Yeah.
So Survivor Series. We'll jump into that one. Do you guys have any final thoughts on War Games 2?
Nope.
Woody, anything? So Woody, you have a title shot in the future. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, how do you feel about that title shot?
Yeah. As of that moment, you have a title shot. How's that feel?
That moment, you were like,
we'll get there. We'll get there. Things change. Things change and then change and then change. We'll get there.
At the moment, I thought like, well, I get to skip all this fucking bullshit with the Survivor Series stipulation, all that.
You beat Tom. You beat Tom to do it too.
I did, and that was extra gratifying, satisfying, whatever.
Now there must have been a weird thing because you knew all this weird, crazy stuff was coming up with people winning Survivor Series and potentially, no matter what side they're on, gunning for you as world champion. But you weren't world champion anymore, so it was kind of like, oh, you'll be safe over here with a shot guaranteed over in the side. Was that almost better? Like, because you would have not have known what would have happened. Like, you still don't know what my match would have been, and I'll tell people tonight. But it would have been nuts. I guarantee it. But like, you don't have to worry about that. You got a title shot against whoever the heck it is. So, yeah, congratulations on that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Congratulations on that.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
So, Survivor Series 66 is the highest possible score.
Yeah. Nobody got that.
Go through.
Heads up.
Nobody got it. I didn't think so. The amount of bonus questions you had, if people got a perfect card on this, it would have been nuts.
Yeah. Well, there was some stuff that went down they couldn't even get because Ruby Riott got. Well, I guess no, you could get that because
you could have just not picked it.
You're right. No one was an option. You're right.
That happened with someone in a battle royal at Evolution. Yeah. And if you said no one eliminated Alicia Fox, you were correct.
That's
Nobody
right.
did.
That's true.
Oh yeah, technicalities are fun.
Yep.
But what we have here, we have Alaska Brown defeating G-Spill in 13, 42-31. So good score off the bat for Alaska Brown. Accelerator 27 and the Dark Rider, no contest, 33-33. A. James Styles, one of my favorite new names. I love that name. Beats CJ Blackthorne 37-33. LJ rebounded with a win this time, 36-32 over Otis. Chappers defeated Baron Ash, 35-28. Voodoo Dreamer, 38-20 over Luke Gray. Daddy Fat Sack and Dave Is My Fart, or Dave Smell My Fart, went to a no contest. That's Tugboat versus Viscera, thank you.
Beautiful
34-34. The beautiful match. Oh, amazing. Orstella, in, I believe, his last match, beat 3J Platinum 48-36, so going out on a high note there.
He actually, yeah, he submitted those picks before this whole thing went down, so, I mean,
Yeah.
his picks were already in for this. So we're Scampy Matt on this one, and Jitter, which, by the way, all IPs matched, but keep going.
Yeah. Broken Nerd beat Matt Zion 44-33. Captain Charisma beat Peanut 41-36. The Alpha Dog, I believe, winning his first match or second match. I
Second
forget
match,
already.
yeah.
Sorry.
He won the
Second
last one, yeah.
Thank you. Defeated Wrestling Ferrara and Brandon 23 in a hardcore match, 30-28-22.
Yeah, this was basically a it wasn't an official #1 contender match, but I was gonna have the winner of this one challenging for the UV title in the future.
Yeah,
so.
let's get some names. Let's get some new blood rising on. Kind of.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the point of the UV title, except for the fucking guy that holds it right now. But anyway.
Yeah. Dr. Tommy Oliver defeated Buckend 5 and Jack Castor 38-31-27. So a solid victory for the guy who thought he'd be a jobber all the time.
Dude, he's
so.
been Dr. Tommy Oliver's been tearing it up lately. So
Yeah.
good job to him.
Cade Gailey with a rebound. He had a couple losses in a row there, but beat Lily Pilly in a close one, 48-45. Vitamin Yes beat Wookiee by a point, 48-47.
Match of the night right there. Vitamin Yes
Yep.
beat Wookiee. Match of the night. Wookiee's first ever match of the night. I didn't know that, but Wookiee's first ever
if you
match
look
of
at
the
it,
night.
and look how close Cade Gailey and Lily were, 48-45.
2 points off. Yep.
It would have been that. No, okay. So, question: would you have had two matches of the night?
No, there would only been one. I would have. I forgot what.
Has that happened before?
No, that's never happened yet.
Okay.
I'm sure one day it'll probably happen. But
Because one bonus question there, and it would have happened.
yeah, I guess so. I don't know the exact ruling on what it'll be, but I think I did bring this up before, and I said it would probably rule in favor of kayfabe. Which one would be like have the heavier weight or something? I don't know, but I don't know. We'll see.
So yeah, you did. Where like if it was like, oh, that seemed like a surprising upset, would not be as good as that was a hard fought battle.
Yeah,
I think stuff like that. I think is it. So
yeah, but we'll see if we ever get there. But it hasn't happened yet.
Statistically speaking, it is going to at some point. It just thankfully hasn't. So yeah. But we have Daddy Kink Explode. Kev defeating that guy Jack 39-33. We have the Road Warrior Championship, the GMSG. Don't know if you overlooked him, but he lost to the Finn, 35-33.
Yeah, I definitely would call that an upset, but Finn has been, even though he just tied with Fart Bucket, he's been doing a lot of good things. The whole last 6 months, he's been doing big things. So
doing the right things, especially, yeah.
Yep.
And then his compatriot in the Best of 5 series, Ash, world champion, defeated Modstep 40-38 in a non-title match.
And if you look at that, both guys in the Best of 5 series, when Finn just won here, both guys champions right now. Both guys are champions that were this Best of 5. Who would have thought?
Yeah, well, to be honest, we kind of hoped for it.
I mean, you got like
we did. We were like, wouldn't it be cool if
when you created Finn Ash or Finish, however you wanted to call him as a tag team, who would have thought that later on at the end of this year? I mean, it might change, but right now, Ash is the world champion and the Finn is the Road Warrior champion. They split up and they're both champions. Crazy.
I couldn't believe it. It was just it was a great feeling. Short-lived, but great feeling.
Yeah.
Get more of that later.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk about that. I had that article over there.
Yep.
JD defeated Cross.
Another title change.
To win the Top Luck Championship, 49-41. So Cross had a one-day reign.
Yeah, a second time he's done that. He was the Road Warrior champion for one day.
Was it 1 day or within a day last time?
It was 1 day. It was 1 day. I have it up right here. He won.
So Cross is a 2-time champion and has been champion for a total of 2 days.
Yes, Cross won the Road Warrior. Yeah, Cross won the Road Warrior title at TakeOver Brooklyn the night before SummerSlam, and then I beat him because he won. He won in the semifinals for Tournament of Death in the Road Warrior title, the Road Warrior title match there, and then I won it in the finals the very next night. So Road Warrior title 1 day for Cross. So yeah, bad luck for that guy. That sucks. But still, can't take away that he was a champion.
Yeah, I haven't had it twice, let alone once.
There you go.
Yeah. So now we have the War. We have the War, the Survivor Series, which has to use different graphics because stuff happened. So I'll list the names, Bomber, then you can talk about the replacements. Okay. And then we'll talk about the eliminations. I'll go through the order of it. We'll talk about the write-up after, but it was Ultraviolent Alliance members, Legit Boss, Nate Myers, Imperium, Banksy with the year of Banksy, Nathan 8K, and TB666, defeating Global Solution members Hero Shin Moses, Fart Bucket, CM Carlito, Super Hippo, and Real Deal JRH. The scores were 100 to 54.
Yeah, they got squashed there.
I'll just mention one last thing with the scores. You would think that 5 people should have more than 100. The way the scores work for Survivor Series, just to remind everybody, is if you're eliminated, your score stops. So the moment like Banksy took out CM Carlito might have had simply one match and got 3 points, and that's it. His score stops there when he's eliminated. So that's how that works. That's why we have 100 to 54.
Yeah, what happened in this match actually is Fart Bucket and CM Carlito both, the very first match on the show, they both put Raw and SmackDown 1, so basically that meant that they got 0 points, and since they were on the same team, they both got eliminated, so they finished the night with 0 points. CM Carlito and Fart Bucket. So that's what really, and they lost 2 members right off the bat, so that's what destroyed their team.
Worked. Yeah, because you had a big spreadsheet thing up, and whoever had, like, after a match ended, you look at whoever had, and say they had, like you said, 3 points, and that was on the UVA side, and someone on the Global Solution side, also the lowest was 3 points, no one's eliminated.
Yeah.
But if it's only on, like, if one side has a 3-point person, the other one has a 4, sorry, the 3-pointer's out. That number 4 person now is in danger, but yeah.
Yeah, bottom line, the Survivor Series rules are the most complicated thing that we do in the JRPL as far as match rules go. So you got to read the rules, and you got to be very careful when selecting your stuff. It'll get you if you're not paying attention and if you don't know what you're doing. So you got to be careful there, and that's what happened here. Well, it happened to a couple people, but that's what happened that really hurt this Global Solution, this team here.
Now, I'm just going to stall a minute here, Bomber. I don't know if you want to cut this part out, but the stream just hiccuped, so it's disconnected right now. It's reconnecting.
Okay.
I'll let the guys know in chat. So.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm gonna go. I'll just talk about what's going on with the replacements and the whole overall thing about the War real quick. So the War, 30 people involved, 30 different accounts. I learned throughout this whole process, because this whole story has been going on since a little bit after WrestleMania, maybe right before WrestleMania is where it kind of got started. And I've learned never to do anything on this big of a scale again, because people drop out, people do this, people go away, they never respond. I wish I had $1 for every time somebody came up and said, yeah, I'm so mad at the WWE right now, I'm not going to watch anymore. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I have all this stuff planning for you in this feud, so that's not good. And then did you have like the people like XIVILI, who Legit Boss completely warned me, this is all my fault, I take all responsibility for this being a last-minute change, but I was told that that person probably is going to show up, and they didn't. And since they were tied into the story so much, I just went with it and had to make a last-minute change, which ended up being, in this match, Real Deal JRH, who's one of the newer competitors. He's been doing pretty good, always consistently shows up since he debuted, so got him a good spot and plugged him into this match. Yeah. And, I mean, he did better than some, but...
It is a classic case of opportunity. You look at the actual wrestling shows and things, like when Finn Balor gets hurt, Kevin Owens gets to be Universal Champion, and all the stuff happening with Roman out, and you get other guys stepping up. It's that kind of thing. He's no showing. cool, Real Deal gets a shot in a Survivor Series match. And who knows, if he gets all the points, he gets the crazy shot at Immortality. Okay.
Yep.
It does work. It can benefit. It does suck from the promotional side of, oh God, we got people no-showing. Crap, now what?
Yeah.
It is painful. I mean, I can only imagine what it is for your side, because I've had matches fall apart here and there.
Oh, yeah.
Briefly. I mean, like, we literally had 2 replacements on the opposing team in match 2. We'll get there in a second. But from your perspective, I can only imagine when you're literally plotting out the next 4 events for having stuff work out, and then someone just is not there.
Well, like I said, I just pretty much just learned not to do anything on this big of a scale again. We're probably gonna do some stuff,
That's 2 though.
Quite a few people involved, but not 30. That was probably stupid of me to do.
Yeah,
probably pretty stupid of me to do that.
Even war games is risky.
Sure,
like
any time you got 10 people in one match is and this was 30 people involved. So it was definitely a one and done deal, I think, as far as this big of a scale. So
and plus, I mean, doing it again would be rehashing it. To be fair, like that does.
And I think overall, it was pulled off pretty well, but the tiny little details, some of the stuff got lost in there. But I mean, overall, I was still happy with it. But that was this match. So
unfortunately the stream came back and then went again, so it's reconnecting here. But
okay.
We're recording it, so people can check it out here. But we do have the eliminations I'll mention here. Banksy took out CM Carlito. TB666 took out Fart Bucket. So that's 2 down, like you said. Hero took out Legit Boss, so fighting back there. Super Hippo took out Nate Myers. All right, so we're back even. JRH was eliminated by DQ, and then Nathan 8K took out Hero and Super Hippo, which is pretty goddamn impressive when you really look at it at the end.
Yeah, so the 3 survivors for the UVA was Banksy, Nathan, and TB666. They did not get eliminated on their side, so they were the survivors.
Was a quick one. That was the first match to end, I think, right? When we were watching it, like based on the eliminations of points.
No, actually, the main event
was the main event was, I think, okay. First. Yeah. Behind the scenes, the main event happened, and we knew the outcome. It's like, oh no. So, and then this one happened second, because match number 2 went all the way to the end.
Yes. No, it went to the very end. Yep.
This match, okay, so Bomber, we're in this match. This was the Ultraviolent Alliance. Bomber, Jut, and Bastion, the UVC, the original members of the team, with last-minute replacements. Victory Green moved from the main event match, and Kyoko. Against Global Solution members and awesome hooded motherfucker members, the GMSG, former champion by this point, Spring Tigress and her neck, and Green Machine, along with the Hart Brothers, Cam Popplestone and myself.
Yeah, I'm glad your whole team decided to be completely there for this.
Yeah.
So originally it's supposed to be Tino and Bionic Knee on our team. Bionic Knee just decided to just disappear and poof, haven't heard a single thing from him. Tino was in our I don't know, maybe I'll reveal some of the stuff we did. I created a Discord, a whole new Discord channel for the UVA, and we
we had one too.
I figured
our 5 had one. We had stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I figured we created a whole new channel, and I added everybody in there from our 15 people that are on Discord, and Tino was in there. Tino was talking about stuff. Tino was he brought stuff up, even for the War Games show too. But he no-showed the War Games. He was supposed to be in the main event for that. No-showed. And he came on the day of Survivor Series and was like, guys, oh my God, I'm sorry. I forgot what he said, but I was caught up in this. I didn't get to post my picks. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I even said, don't worry, just make it up to us at Survivor Series by getting a big win tonight. And he no-showed Survivor Series. I don't know what happened.
Hope everybody's okay. I mean, stuff happens, right? But
of course. So that's what happened with him. Again, no clue what happened to Bionic Knee. The reason Victory Green moved down into our match is because Breaker was going to be one of the replacements, and it didn't make sense for him to join our team and not his own stable. So we threw him up there. Victor Green came down to our team. Tom stayed up there. I mean, there was interchangeable as far as Oh, that's right. That's right. I left Tom in the main event as opposed to Victor Green because of his beef with you, Woody. So that's why I kept him in there with you and just moved Victor Green down. But Kyoko, man, I was just looking at the list of the names and I'm like, I don't know who to add in this fucking match. If you look down below the Survivor Series matches, I'm like, none of these names make sense. That would be on our team. The only thing that came to mind was Kyoko, who had a little history with the Warden not too long ago, where Warden made her look good, and then she teamed up with Exo Kev to challenge Warden and Beer Me Jesus for the tag team titles, and they did good. So I said that's close enough. That's the closest we got. So I threw Kyoko in there, and she did okay. I mean, she didn't last too long, but she did okay.
Now the scores on this one were 129 to 112, and
yes, very close.
I can tell you 100% fact right here. This is the first time I've talked picks with someone.
Wow, there you go.
Lee and I never did, and Woody and I was a last-minute team. So we had the little Discord there. I'm like, so what are we thinking? What do we want to do? Because I want to win the war. So I was like, what do you think? So we hashed out picks and talks and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm picking Seth. I can't not pick Seth. I was right on Seth and stuff like that. So it didn't matter. We still lost 129 to 112. But it was very strategic because I was thinking like the order of the matches, put the 8 up front, and work our way down.
The most.
And when you
strategy.
look at how it worked out, like mathematically, nobody got eliminated after Victory Green for a good long while.
Yeah.
But then the points started to trickle where there was like someone had 19, and then everyone else has a 20. Oh, that's in danger. And this got picked off one by one by one.
Yeah.
Including myself in the main event. Yeah. Victory Green did last until the end of the match, or end of the show, and then the write-up.
Yeah, Green Machine did. Green Machine.
Green Machine, excuse me.
Yeah.
Too many greens.
They were both in here. Yep.
But yeah, so I took out Victory Green. Bastion took out Cam. So the hero got taken out there. We'll talk about that in the write-up. Green Machine took out Kyoko. Bastion took out Tigress and her neck. Bomber, you took out GMSG, so that's some vengeance there for your story as well. I got counted out. We'll get to that. And then Jut took out the Green Machine. So the UVC were the survivors of this match.
Yes, it was Bomber, Jut, and Bastion were the three that did not get eliminated. So,
and the fact that you did that and literally won the war in that moment was kind of perfect. Like,
we were super psyched in our chat, in our UVC chat.
Yeah. That's brutal. Because, I mean, that was the last match to be decided, and that's when you realized you swept, just like Raw did. So
yeah, hey, we matched the show, so that was good.
But then we have the main event. You're up here.
Yeah,
main event.
Yeah, I really want to hear what he's got to say about this. Yeah,
we'll get to the write-up for that. Like I said, I just want to kind of cover the matches briefly, then we'll get to the write-ups because there was stuff leading into this match, let alone that we got to cover in the before the match itself. But Ultraviolent Alliance, Redhead, Jonathan C.T. Martin, Junction, Breaker, and Tom defeated Global Solution members Woody, John, who showed up.
Yeah.
Tag champions, the Warden and Beer Me Jesus, and the returning Crimson Cyborg, 97 to 60. And now I do want to say the funny thing about the Discord chat was Woody had a funny one where they're like, I hope we can make this work. And John showed up and Woody was almost in tears. He's like, oh, he's here, yay.
Yeah.
It was pretty great. I mean, it sucks that he's not there that often, but it's great when he is.
Yeah. So. Except in this case where he got eliminated right away.
Yeah, Junction took John out.
But at least he got that first match right, though. That's good for him.
Yep. Cyber got E.T. Martin got Woody, Breaker got Warden, Junction got Beer Me, so it all got split up. And then Redhead took out Crimson Cyborg. So I like that Cyborg was the last one fighting on behalf of the Solution when he was the old regulator.
Very interesting.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So Woody, walk us through your your thoughts on you guys taking the loss here and all that.
Yeah, we'll get into the write-up details, but like I said, some specifics. How did you feel about going into that, knowing everything that had been happening?
As soon as Rollins won, it was just like a gut punch because we knew we'd just be dropping like that. It's like bam, bam, bam. It's like
you saw the yeah.
Like we had the order right, but it was just that Rollins win just really hurt us, and it was tough. It was tough, and it hurt a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the scores here. You guys got eliminated. The highest scores after, eliminations and stuff. Beer Me Jesus got 17, Crimson got 17. You had 12, Warden had 12, and John had 2. Right off the bat, he got eliminated though. But yeah, no, I think this was one of the biggest, upsets. I know you guys have had a lot of success in the past and in past Survivor Series, but yeah, to me this was a huge upset. Even though, I like my team, I like my crew, but I'm gonna say it. They were the underdogs coming in here, which I don't think is any surprise.
I agree. The Enigmas literally winning at War Games was their biggest win, because I remember they had problems here and there where Redhead would win, but the Enigmas didn't, and then the Enigmas would win, but Redhead didn't, and then they pulled it all together a couple shows ago, and then they won War Games, and now they won this.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, this weekend definitely goes to the Blissful Enigmas as far as putting in fucking work, because 2 huge main event wins back to back. This was the biggest weekend in the world for the Blissful Enigmas. So,
and it's against the Solution.
Yeah, again, the #1 stable, hands down. Nobody can really dispute that, except maybe me, who says it's UVC. But we don't have as many members, but all good. Yeah. So, like I'm saying, they beat the Solution. Who, the question is, are they still the #1 stable?
Well, let's get through the write-up.
Question.
So
that's the question.
We have, like I said, 66 points for the highest possible score. I didn't mention it, but Baron Ash did get a -5 point penalty for getting his pick in late.
Yep.
I don't think that would have changed it.
No,
oh, maybe.
I don't think
it was close. 35 to 28. So it would have been 35 to 33.
Yeah, still would have lost. But
so we still would have lost by a bonus point. But yeah. Achievements. Woody main evented his 15th JRPL event.
Congratulations, Woody. You were the first. You were the first. You have the most. Yeah. You sound so sad about that. That's a good thing.
I should be happy, but not when it's like that loss.
Like,
yeah, it stings, doesn't it? Yeah,
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
If I'm correct, I've never won a main event that I've been in.
That is possible.
I just suddenly realized in this moment. I lost Slammiversary, and I think I had a Ring of Honor show way back when that I didn't win. And the tag title, damn it. Anyway, match of the night, Wookiee got that for the first time.
Yep, against Vitamin, yes. Yep.
Dr. Tommy Oliver won 5 matches. Blackthorn got 500 points. We have a whole whack of people with their first Survivor Series match participant ones. And we have a whole whack of people with their first Survivor Series match win. There is no achievement for 2 wins, otherwise you have that, Bomber, because you won with me last year. I'm now 1-1 Survivor Series.
That's true.
Thank you very much. JD O'Neill got the top block win achievement trophy.
Here's just on that. I think this is a funny, interesting note. I'm 2-0 in Survivor Series matches. There's only, I believe, one other person, and that is Banksy. Banksy is also 2-0.
Wow. Because the rest of our team was me, Lee, Matt, and Rab.
Yeah, those guys.
And Matt, Rab were dead. Lee's not around, and I lost. So
but me and Banksy was on Team UK last year. So I think if I got that wrong, I'm gonna be pissed. Let me go look at that. Keep going.
No, he was. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Because you had to replace it with like someone else international. I remember.
I know the Finn came in and got the win there.
But yeah, so like I said, JD O'Neill won the top block title.
Yes.
Achievement, but also won a second JRPL championship. Title. So we got that one as well.
The first ever Road Warrior champion. So.
And you didn't fill in if there were any squashes. There probably was.
Yeah, there were like.
There's going to be a bunch. So.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and look at the stuff. So.
Now, kickoff show. I'm not sure what you want to mention in here, Bomber, if anything specific. But
I do. First of all, I did look it up. Yes, Banksy and Tom. Tom is also 2-0. He was on Team UK as well. Bomber, Banksy, Tom, 2-0 on Survivor Series. So anyway, sorry, I just want to look that up. So the kickoff, the Jace Villain character guy, he did lose to Alaska Brown, but he lost via disqualification. He locked in a stretch muffler submission move and wouldn't let go when the ref counted because Alaska Brown reached the ropes. Didn't let go, lost via disqualification. So he's, kind of going to start. We'll see where he can go. If he's going to build himself up into a dirty little heel. We'll see.
Could be.
The other stuff, as far as, the pre-show, pointed out that A. James Styles debuted. He was the only person to make his debut at this show. He got a win. Congrats on that. Dave Smell My Fart and Daddy Fatsack, I did the write-up. Since they're the two biggest guys in the JRPL, pretty much, I had them break part of the ring. So,
in their beautiful match.
Yeah, and that's why it ended up in a no contest, because they had to just cancel the match, basically, is how I
love that.
Yeah, so, yeah.
And then Matt and Peanut.
They suck. And
they were there.
That was good. They at least did show up, so I'm always happy when the other Jobber Radio guys do show up. That's good. But then I think the only other thing was to point out that Alpha Dog is going to be getting a shot at the UV title soon. But that was pretty much it for the kickoff show. Yeah,
that'll be in December, I think. Yeah, he's coming for you.
He's going to get a shot in the near future. Yeah, for sure.
TLC is what is written here.
Yeah. We'll talk about that briefly here in a little bit.
All right. So then, last minute changes is the next part. And
that was literally just there was.
To explain the changes. You made a brawl out of it.
Yeah,
and it was great.
I made it. Yeah, to explain the changes and also kind of build up even more to the matches, to some of the matches later on in the night. So that's pretty much what that was.
Like I said, I recorded a promo when I got home from work that I'm going to upload after this because I didn't want it to interfere with the stream. But I literally have a point where, you guys are in the ring, and you called out your replacements, and all 5 of you are there. And then, Cam's up on the ramp talking, and he's like, Look behind you. And I'm in the ring with a chair. With the 5 of you guys. I don't care. And I swing away.
Yeah.
And then the brawl starts.
That's right. Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, I wanted to point out the fact that this just happened to Bomber when Cam did it to Bomber, where I think it was you, Woody, that I had in the write-up, pointed to Bomber like, hey, behind you. And I turned around, bam, it's Cam. And this time it's Cam like Bomber behind you. And then I had him I think I wrote it up where he's like, God damn it. And he turned around they got me again. And then boom.
What was this? You have the moment of
yeah. I forgot how exactly the wording I put, but I hugged my head or something and turned around.
The look of defeat on Bomber's face as he turns around.
Yeah, because I knew they got me again. Yeah.
Yeah. What I like in here is something I've said in my promo. I got Jet in the cross swords again.
Yes.
And he was tapping out. And then I made him pass out, which I love that you did that because I've been wanting to have that where I just don't let go of it on someone when it doesn't matter. And someone passes out. I've been wanting that for a while, so that's awesome. I love the fact that I've now made him tap twice to that move.
If only,
that's awesome.
If only you could do it in a match, though, where it counted.
Right.
Oh,
well,
man.
Yeah, but that's why it's good. I'm like, twice in 2 days. This is good. But we'll get there. But yeah, the fact there was even a Scott chant. Yeah. I'll take it. And then you're like, I'm going to kill you. But then you got chokeslammed mid-sentence.
Oh, Bastion, yeah.
But yeah, Bastion was going to do it. Yeah, sorry. And chokeslammed you. Then Spring Tigers is like, no, my neck. And
basically.
I love all that. A GMSG got you with the skull-crushing finale. That's what it was.
Yep.
And then we stood tall over the UVC. Right in motionless bodies, but you may as well have.
They'll be in there at some point. Those motionless bodies.
Now, if you had your own show titles instead of using the WWE ones, the next event would be JRPL Motionless Bodies.
Motionless Bodies. I like it.
That's a pay-per-view name if I ever heard one.
So,
anyway.
I think this was the first match on the main card, I believe. Gailey versus Lee.
Kate Gailey and Lily Pilly.
Lily Pilly? No, it was actually a triple threat, but this is the first one that actually made the write-up, was this one. This was basically to highlight Cade Gailey, who's been doing some good stuff in the JRPL. He kind of got the best of Team No Chance, Lily Pilly, and Buck N5, who was at ringside. Kind of laying them both out. So this was just a highlight of him and, showing that he's doing some good work. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, he's been sticking it out. He had some rough losses, but he just kept going with it. And
yep.
That's all I can recommend, because you can make something out of it. You might get some wins, you might get some losses.
Yeah,
it works out.
So good on him. Congrats there.
Next up was Wookiee and Vitamin Yes.
Yeah, match of the night here. I just want to say Vitamin Yes, this is third match of the night. I guess achievement. Time he's done it, I guess. And this is the first time he actually won the match, though. So this has got to be good for him that this is his first win there, which is good. And he was going against, it's Bobby Roode versus, Kane. So the write-up of this was basically Vitamin Yes hitting his finisher, which is the Shining Wizard, on the big man Kane multiple times, and he just wouldn't stay down. He would like do the, the Kane sit-up kind of deal. And while he's down in the sit-up position, Vitamin Yes hits the Shining Wizard. And then he hits the Shining Wizard again when he sits back up. So he hit him multiple times, yeah.
God, I suddenly want to see someone in a match with Kane or Undertaker like just hitting Shining Wizards over and over because I never saw that.
Yeah.
Right? It's like boom, sit up, boom. Like that never happened. How did that never happen?
I don't know. But,
oh my God, you found something cool there, Bomber. That's really nice. I like that.
There you go.
Now your write-up is interesting because you mentioned will JD be able to make it 2 for 4 in the top block title because
I point out that Buck and 5, Lily Pilly both got a loss. And for Team No Chance, that is. And Vitamin Yes got a win. Obviously, Orstella got kicked out of the group at the end of the War Games. We didn't mention that, but Orstella obviously is no longer part of Team No Chance. And Vitamin Yes got the win here. Would JD be able to make it 2 for 2 and make it not a terrible night for Team No Chance? That was, basically what I pointed out right there.
Any comments in there on the stuff, Woody?
Oh no, it's cool that like these two originals got match of the night.
Yeah, first time for Wookiee, which is good.
That's true. Yeah,
I'm
still clawing at that, still staying away. So
I will say this: there are very few people that have not missed a single show. I mean, obviously there's a lot of originals that are still around, but some of them have missed, 1 here, 2 there. Sometimes it happens. Wookiee, I believe, is somebody that has not missed a single show. So
yep. There's a few of us.
There definitely are.
Obviously,
yeah. If I miss a show, something's fucking wrong. That's all I gotta say. Something happened.
Yeah.
But
I've missed a house show before, but that was because the submission thing went wrong.
Yep. And Bastion, I know because he brought it up before. I think he's missed 1 or 2 right at the very beginning, but since then, he's been on every show. But Wookiee though, good job. He's been here every single show, so good stuff there.
Cool. No, you'll take the lead on this one, but Daddy King explodes.
Daddy King
I keep saying like Mega Powers, but yeah, Kevin, that guy Jack.
Kev, that guy Jack. It's funny. They're kind of just hanging out. I feel a little bad. I'm gonna be 100% honest. They're kind of behind me as I'm recording this podcast. They're here over at my house right now. Yeah, they're back there.
No, I heard a voice in the background.
Yeah, he's like, I don't give a shit. Oh, that's that guy Jack. So that guy Jack, Kev, I kind of gave them because they didn't get to see the write up. They didn't read it yet, so I kind of gave them the rundown just a little bit before we recorded this of what happened. So basically, this is what went down. Came down to the ring. Kev charged at that guy Jack. That guy Jack evaded it, but then didn't follow it up. He didn't attack Kev. Kev went for another attack, evaded again. Wouldn't attack his former partner. So Kev, got mad, shouted at that guy Jack, attack me, let's do this. Meanwhile, the crowd is chanting. He said sorry throughout this thing about how that guy Jack, told Kev he was sorry, but Kev is just, he doesn't give a shit. But anyway, that guy Jack left the ring. He refused to fight Kev, and Kev ran after him, attacked him from behind on the top of the entrance ramp, and then ended up doing his finisher through an not announced table, my God, just some regular tables, random tables set up under, down below the entranceway. And I don't even know, he named his finisher 8 Inner Gates. I don't know what that is. He never even told me what his finisher was. He just named that as his finisher. So whatever it was, he did it to that guy Jack through fucking tables. Let me ask him live here while we're doing this. Hey, any idea what that move is, or just nobody knows? What does it do?
It's from Naruto.
It's from Naruto, he says. But what kind of move is it? Any idea?
It makes you really, really, really strong.
There you go. It makes you really strong.
That's not what he meant. He meant the world of wrestling.
I hope you can hear this.
He meant the world of wrestling. God damn it!
There you go.
No, you're fucking anime.
All right, so
This is why we broke up, bitch.
okay, there we go.
They're continuing to explode
Yeah,
live.
yeah, they're fighting behind me. So anyway, he did the 8 inner gates off the entrance ramp through the table.
It's a good name.
To that
whatever
guy,
it is.
Jack. Yeah, it's from Naruto, he says. So anyway, that's what happened. Kev ran back to the ring. He got in before the 10 count. The ref ended up counting that guy, Jack, out. So Kev did pick up the win. But that guy, Jack, didn't even strike Kev, never hit him, and he ended up losing via count out. So that's pretty much what happened.
I don't even want to believe like that happened. Like I don't want the breakup to be real. I want there to be like a reconciliation somewhere.
I mean, we don't know where it's going to go. I actually talked to them a little while ago before we did this. I guess I can, say some stuff that we talked about. We don't know really where Kev's going to go after this, but that guy, Jack, wanted to let everybody know that he is going to be he's going to go on the house show route. The house show, what do you call it? The
house show circuit?
Circuit, yeah, house show circuit. He is not going to be showing up to main shows. He's only going to be appearing on house shows from here on out. So he's trying to avoid Kev, who only appears on main shows, by the way. So
oh my god, that's the best.
So that's the route that they are going with this. So we'll see.
We've never had that. That's pretty great.
So there you go. That's what's going on with Daddy Cake after the show.
That's so good.
So
oh my god, I love that happened in amidst all this war. Like, that's just this thing happening. It's so good.
Yep. So that's what went down with Kevin, that guy, Jack.
Now, speaking of stuff from outside the war, we have the Warrior title, the Finn, coming in to challenge the GMSG, who's doing double duty tonight.
Yeah, this was his first of 2 matches here. Man, I don't know how shocked were you guys? I guess first we'll go with Woody. How shocked were you that GMSG took the loss here to the Finn?
It
was close.
It was really close. I was pretty shocked, but at the same time, I try to not be shocked if like the Road Warrior title changes hands anymore, because it does change hands a lot.
That's true.
But this is definitely one that shocked me.
Yeah. What about you, Scott?
I wasn't entirely surprised because I was someone thinking that Finn should get this match, to get a shot out of this because of the success, or at least the being made to look good from the best of 5. It's like you still learned something out of it. Mm-hmm. You deserve something out of that, and literally won this out of that. It's like, okay, that's kind of awesome. Then, like you said, about how they were a team and then they weren't, and now they're both champions. It's pretty great. Like what he said, I'm not super surprised when the Road Warrior title changes hands, because it can change hands like day to day.
Yeah. I guess we'll get into I'll go over, what obviously happened in the match, and then we'll go into the news article that was just released today as of like why we're recording this. Basically, this was the Finn kind of re-injuring his leg that he did hurt in the best of 5 series against Ash, but this time it hurt him all the way. Like, he finished the stuff with Ash, he was hurt, but he could finish the matches. He could go on with other matches. This time, it basically caught up with him, and he completely blew his leg out, but did finish the match and ended up getting the win when he rolled out of the ring, grabbed a hammer, and when GMSG leaned over the ropes to come grab him, cracked him upside the head with the hammer while the ref could not see what went down. And then crawled into the ring and covered him, got the win with just one leg, which is, crazy. He cheated. He is a heel. He's been a heel ever since he turned on Ash, breaking up, their team. But that's what happened storyline-wise, and staff came out to help. Finn thought they were coming out for him, but then they ran right over to GMSG, which I wanted to put in there because I thought that would be funny. And then he got mad and then took out the staff because he thought they were coming for him, but they went to GMSG instead, who he hit with a fucking hammer. So, but the article that just came out, this is what happened. I did not realize I fucked up. Okay, first of all disclosure here, I totally fucked up when I booked this match. I wanted Finn definitely deserving of a title shot. He's definitely earned it. He's done a lot of good stuff. He definitely earned his title shot. What I didn't realize is Finn does not show up to house shows. This is me overlooking this and having a booking error. So,
well, I'll give you a bit of an out here, Bummer. We talked about it, and I was like, why not Finn? He earned it.
Yeah, that's probably true. It's your fault, damn it.
It was honestly more my fault than anything. I was like, he deserves a shot at the title.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, Road Warrior sounds good, and that might have been.
Yeah, no, I mean, I should have thought about it, and I didn't. So, anyway, having said that, when I realized that, I've talked to Finn on Twitter, so I went over to Twitter, hit him up with a DM, and I said, hey, congrats on winning the title. I know you don't do house shows, you don't watch Ring of Honor, but you have to defend the title coming up. What would you like to do? That's kind of how I approached him with it, and he wrote back that he would actually like to take a break from the JRPL, and he doesn't want to show up for any shows in the near future. He said, I can, relinquish my title, and you can write me off and it was him, by the way, that came up with the, just say I re-injured my leg from when I was facing Ash. So that, I mean, obviously that's what we did in this match. And the article is that he tore his, I think, MCL, I think I put in there. I know shit today. I went on Google and I was typing, all right, what are knee injuries? And then I was like, looking up. I was like, how long? I was trying to do realistic, like, all right, not obviously not ACL. That's a whole year. The MCL is only like, so many months and whatnot. So I don't know when he will return, but we did a relatively, serious knee injury, and he's going to have to drop the title at Final Battle, where he will not compete. And that is where Spring Tigress already earned that opportunity. She will go up against the GMSG, who he just beat here in this match. So we are going to have a new champion at Final Battle no matter what, unless there's a goddamn no contest. Then I'm going to be really fucking pissed. And yeah, so that's what's going to be happening. Finn is going to be leaving the JRPL for a little while. You won't see him on the upcoming shows, and he's going to be dropping the title. It really does suck. I know Woody mentioned it in the thing. He's like, oh, that sucks, because the title was building up a lot more prestige, especially after Cam and GMSG had it. So it just happens.
I like that you can kind of spin the idea like that it's been so hard fought and so crazy, everything going on, that it literally got to a point where someone can't continue after having won it. That's okay. Like, you can be like, that's how hard fought and grueling this title can be.
Yeah.
It can be spun into that. But it does suck. I mean, Vacant has shown up in the title.
Yeah.
Has a title ever been vacated?
No. Oh, no. People that know me and know how big I am on title history, man, if the title's ever vacated, something fucking crazy went down. Like,
so I was just saying, was there any consideration to simply having him have a 0 score at the next one?
That is the actual normal rule if somebody just no-shows. But since he told me that he's not going to be there, I'm not going to give him a loss. So that's,
because you could have made it a triple threat, quote unquote.
Yes,
with,
and actually,
GMSG and Spring Tigress.
Correct.
Technically, it's still a one-on-one for Spring and them because he's not going to show up. You could have 0-pointed him, but if he didn't want that, that's fine too. If he wanted Vacant, that's his choice.
If he would have no-showed at Final Battle, I don't think it would have been 0, but at the next title offense, it would have been -10.
Yeah, but he would have had no points scored, or he would have been pulled from, I guess, right?
Hold on. That rule is for every title except the Road Warrior title, Woody. The Road Warrior title, if you do no-show, you do get a score of 0, and you lose
it. That's right.
But, I said, since I talked to him and he said that he's not going to be there, what we're doing is he's going to still be the champion up until Final Battle, and whenever, the winner of Spring Tigers and GMSG happens, Finn is going to be there, kayfabe-wise. He's going to come out. He's going to hand over the title to the new champion. So
technically, Bomber, you kind of have it where it won't be vacant.
That's how I did that. Because I hate
the UFC
vacant.
has done that where Conor McGregor was the lightweight champion.
Yep.
and they had Khabib Nurmagomedov, or Habib, forgive me,
Mhm.
and Ally Quinta face each other, and the winner of that simply took over as new champion. So it was never vacant. Conor never lost, but he was no longer champion, and it was Habib now.
Yep.
So there was no vacancy in between, technically.
That's
Even though
exactly
it
what.
technically was vacant for the duration of the fight. But yeah, no, he's going to hand it over to the winner. You
Yeah.
could put like by forfeit or something as well. Like he handed it over because this person beat that person. So
Yep.
technically the title will not be vacant.
Correct. Yes. This time, yeah, because like I said, I hate vacant stuff. I hate that fucking vacant guy who's on Twitter. Fuck that guy.
Oh, he's awesome.
He's never getting any of our goddamn titles. I'll tell you that. But yeah, the Finn will not be vacated the title. He will relinquish it at the final battle and give it to the winner.
The conclusion of the match.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
I'm
there
cool
you
with
go.
that.
So that's
I like
what's
that.
going to be going down, just to clear that up so everybody knows. Yeah, so GMSG has a chance to become two-time champion right away, so that could be good for him.
Yeah. And Spring Tigress and her bad neck is an easy target, but it's against GMSG. So,
Yes. That is a lot of
that's-
intrigue. That is
The war has finished, but Bomber continues to pit them against each other.
Yeah. Well, hey, she earned it, and he's the logical choice for that match. So I know we're kind of
He
getting
really
a little
is,
bit ahead
yeah.
of ourselves, but it's related to this match. So I mean, yeah. But moving on.
Moving on is Ash and Mods.
Yep. Yeah. Ash here got the straight up. This time it was a clean win. Hit the last breath. That's his finisher, which is an RKO, by the way. As far as the write up goes, it was just a normal match, and Modstep's finish is the elbow drop. So I had him going up to the top rope and leap off for the elbow drop, and in midair, Ash jump up and hit his last breath, which is the RKO on Modstep out of the elbow drop position kind of deal. So that's how the match ended, and Ash posed with the title. And then the graphic appeared on the screen saying, hey, Ash is going to be defending his title for the very first time at TLC in December. So there you go.
And it was saying, could it be someone from Survivor Series? Or maybe it's Woody with his world title? Who knows?
That's right. We kind of, yeah. Who knows? Who knows? But
It was just confirmed he would be defending.
yeah, it just confirmed he'd be defending. So
All right.
I don't-
What do you think
I
on
don't
that?
know if I said I don't know if I faced Modstep before, but he's definitely up there on the list of people I do want to face because he's been having a hell of a run lately.
yeah, okay.
Mhm.
And that is a noted comment. I will see if that could be in your future. But
Wait, it's that easy to get matches?
hey,
Oh.
well, house shows, man. Them house shows.
I could say the same thing about Cross as well when we're going to talk about his match next.
Well, yeah, top block title. You want to lead that one off, Woody?
Oh, it's all yours.
Well, Bomber, you've been doing the leads on these for
the
the match,
write-ups?
but
Okay.
it is, yeah, JD and the Demon himself.
Yeah. So basically, this was some. Again, I have fun writing this demon, cross character stuff. So basically, what happened the very start of the match, JD came out, the lights went out, came on. Cross was right behind JD, and they went back out, and then they came back on, and then Cross came out like his normal entrance. So somehow there's this weird, thing going on with Cross that I just like doing these, things that aren't really possible, but they are in our world type scenarios. So as far as the match goes, the ending was very similar to what happened when Cross won the title the night before against Victory Green, but this time it didn't work out in his favor. The lights went out, gunk all over the ring. JD was down in the gunk. Cross on the top rope, same exact position. He jumped up going for the curb stomp, the same thing that won him the title the night before, but this time JD evaded the move and ended up, I think, hitting he basically got out of the way of the curb stomp, caught him in a German suplex, and laid him out inside the gunk, and then hit his finisher, the quick strikes DDT, the fire for effect he calls it, and got the win over Cross in his gunk. So that was a crazy, shocking finish as far as against the Cross character. So that was
it's the 2-point victory as well. Like, ooh, that was close.
Yeah.
Oh, he figured a way out of it. I like that.
Wait, it was 2-point?
It was close. How was it?
I don't know if it
It was
was
49 to 41.
Oh, sorry. Well, still.
Yeah.
Good scores. Good scores.
Yeah,
Forgive
no,
me, I was thinking of
those. Yeah, either way, those were high scores. But the ending of the very very end, the way it finished, I think I put something in there. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He was walking away with his title. The lights went out. They came back on. The gunk all gone from the ring. So was Cross. Cross nowhere to be seen. And he went back up the ramp. Celebrate. Team No Chance came out to celebrate with him. And they ended up going 2 for 2 on the night. So they did have. I pointed out they had a rough weekend because they lost a War Games match, but they didn't leave empty-handed because one of their members is leaving with the Top Lock Championship, and they still have those tag team Money in the Bank briefcase,
which
Lily and Buck
only lasts a year, right? So they're halfway through the year.
Yeah, they got till,
if I'm correct, timing wise. So
yeah, they got till next June, so they still got plenty of time to hold on to, and they can use them whenever they want. So, yeah.
And any other comments on that one, Woody?
Nope.
What do you think about JD though? Like, you held this title. You think JD is? Do you like seeing him with the title, or you like seeing Cross with the title? Do you prefer one or the other? Do you wish Cross would have walked out with the title?
I do. I wish that Cross would have had a better, a longer reign with it. Not better, but
more than one day.
A longer reign with it. Yeah.
I personally love the fact that he has 2 reigns for a total of 2 days.
That's funny.
There's something about me that loves that in all the title history. That's ridiculous.
That's pretty funny.
Woody, I think we both agreed that we thought JD would be a champion. Again.
Yeah.
In singles.
Yeah.
I think we're both saying that. So I'm not surprised by this at all.
And you were saying something to me. You were saying something about a fighting champion, right? What are you saying something about that?
Yeah, I think JD was saying earlier that
he said it just in chat, actually.
Yeah, he wanted to be a fighting champion with the Top Lock title, and I totally commend him for it, because that's what I tried to go with when I held that belt, and know how hard it can be. Yeah,
defending it anywhere possible. I'm all for that.
Well, yeah, that is definitely a tough thing to do. So we will see how, with that mindset, we'll see how long he can hold on to that belt.
That's interesting. I like it.
Yep.
Because he literally took it from someone who had it for 1 day.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
How fleeting it can be. So yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I guess we can start the war. Start the war.
Now
here.
then, as you even said, the time has come. The war is here. So Legit Boss leads her team down. Lots of booze. You guys done everything in your power to shut down the solution. Tonight they can actually do it and overall win the war. Momentum has gone back and forth, and you did a good job with the write-up there, Bomber. You had times where, the Ultraviolent Alliance just is not ending the show with their heads held high. They're getting their asses kicked to things here and there, and then it goes back and forth, and then... Yeah, so the heroes are going to put you down for good. Oh, but it's wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The funny thing that I want to do for this, I talked to Nathan AK a little while back that him and his, I don't know if they're real life friends, but I know they're friends, Real Deal, JRH, and Nathan AK. They are friends, and I talked to them about forming a team. So they're down. They told me they were going to do this. So I said, you know what? Why don't we form this team here at Survivor Series? So Real Deal JRH came out to answer Hito, who said, hey, we had XIVI taken out in the back. He was crushed under a vending machine. It was fucking Braun Strowman. I'm like, I don't really know. I'm like, how the fuck am I going to kill Braun Strowman? I'm pretty sure a vending machine wouldn't work. But anyway.
Garbage truck.
Yeah, garbage. That's what I should have done. Garbage truck.
You should have done garbage truck. Damn, you should have done the garbage truck.
Yep.
Quick edit it. It was a garbage truck.
Yeah, so anyway, he said, we need somebody to come out, somebody fresh that isn't going to be tainted by the Ultraviolent Alliance. We need somebody that we can just, they'll be just somebody out here to make a name for themselves. Out came Real Deal JRH, who, like I said, super new, and that was basically the whole, well, he's not going to screw us over. He's going to be a clean-cut guy coming out here to help us out. And then when you get down into the match, it didn't quite go that way. The whole series of the whole night that you will learn is the UVA still is going to cheat their asses off to get the win.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, we cheated left and right. Now, first of all, I will say this. In this write-up, you can see Real Deal JRH and Nathan 8K are not doing this for the Ultraviolent Alliance. They actually turn against the Ultraviolent Alliance at the very end and take out like TB666 and Banksy, and kind of do their own thing as a team. This is more of them, you know, Nathan kind of giving a fuck you, Ultraviolent Alliance, fuck you, Global Solution. Me and my new partner here, we're gonna do our own thing. That's kind of what this was.
Mm-hmm.
So
making a name.
Yeah, and it ended up screwing Global Solution in the end, but you know, it just helped us out, guys. So I'm not gonna complain too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean the way it went through, it was just a 10 superstar brawl because this was like, it's the war. We're starting strong. Everyone's fighting.
Yeah.
You eventually had, what was it, Rock Bottoms being hit by Banksy.
Oh yeah, Banksy came in. He took out CM Carlito and Fart Bucket right away with the his finisher, the Rock Bottom, and he got the pin on CM Carlito. And before he could go to pin Fart Bucket, TB666 tagged himself in, and he got the pin. I wanted to hint at, wait a minute, maybe the UVA is going to have some kind of, you know, problems on their team. And that's what I kind of try to, like, you know, hint towards with that, as far as maybe TB666 is going to turn. Maybe he wants everything for himself, but he ended up not really turning against the team. So just some stuff I wanted to, like, you know, hint at and see what could happen, you know, just to get people, you know, guessing, questioning what's going to happen. But then another big thing that happened in the match was we had 2 tables set up in the ring, 2 ladders on opposite sides of the ring. Legit Boss and her partner Nate Myers ended up getting put through both of those tables and taken out at the same time, pretty much, by the Global Solution. And this is another example of people are going to be taking a break from the JRPL, going to be stepping away from the JRPL for a certain period of time. I didn't write them off in a giant way, but they took 2 giant bumps in the match, which is going to lead to them not competing for a certain period of time. So
I remember Boss was like, that's it for my write-off. And I honestly think that there could be an article done to cover some of the people going on, because the way the Survivor Series has kind of historically been, not with the brand split stuff now, but it's kind of like a WrestleMania, like things are over, we're going to do new stuff now. Like I always think of the 2001 Survivor Series where it was WCW versus WWF. And afterwards, like, suddenly Stone Cold's a good guy, Kurt Angle's a bad guy, Undertaker turned. Like, what's happening? But it's like we're going in a new direction, we're doing new stuff. Yeah. So that's kind of what I always pictured for this. So you can easily go in there and push forward with that kind of stuff. And, like, yeah, Legit Boss, like, it got lost in the shuffle, but Legit Boss, like, is out. And things like that. You could easily do that kind of article.
And
to sum up, like, here's the casualties.
I'm seeing Vitamin Yes in the chat. He's asking, so Nate Myers is out too. Yeah, I've been told, yeah, Nate Myers is also going to be taking a break. So both of them are going to be taking a break from the JRPL. So you won't be seeing them in the upcoming future shows. So just heads up on that.
I knew the Boss was planning to. Like, she wanted to have the match with me at All In a while back, knowing that she was only going to have so many for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
And so it was like, yeah, have a match. We always wanted to have one, so we had a little bit of a run there. So I knew that was kind of coming. I didn't know when. But yeah, I'm kind of glad I had that, because it's always fun, Boss in there. So sad to see Boss taken, but people get burned out. I get it. I honestly will say during this, at one point I was like, man, I can't get a win. Fuck, what am I gonna do? And there was that moment of like, maybe I just gotta skip one. Then I went, oh, fuck that, and it was like over that quick. So
yeah, no,
you can't get rid of me. You can't kill me. So yeah, you
yeah,
can beat me though.
Who's the one on their side who had the most points in this match?
Who was it? Who was it?
Okay, the person that scored the most points on the UVA side is TB666. TB666 had a total of hold on, let me scroll down. I have the spreadsheet over here. 33. He had 33. Banksy had 30. Nathan 8K had 28. Those were the 3 survivors. You didn't have to be a survivor to get the thing, but obviously
you're more likely.
Yeah. But it's going to be TB666, which I have. He's already told me the match. I have the match ready to announce it whenever.
Nice.
Like I'll do it here on the show, but I guess.
Well, we'll finish all these up first.
Yeah, I'll do it at the end. Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they won the war. We got to get through the rest of it.
Yeah. So just
surprising.
We'll get there.
The
We'll
very the very end of this match, by the way, it finished with Red. Sorry, God, it's hard for me to say Real Deal JRH for some reason. I don't know why. I keep calling him every other name. Real Deal JRH. Jesus. Grabbed the what the fuck? Did he grab a chair? Did he grab something? I don't know. He grabbed something, and he attacked his own team. Oh, that's what it was. It was Nathan AK's guitar. Oh, and by the way, if you read this right up, I made sure to not have them too, like, doing anything crazy. I made sure to specifically point at one point in the match. I don't know where. You'll have to read the write-up and whatnot.
It's long. It's good. Yeah.
While everything's going on, Nathan 8K runs to the outside of the ring where Real Deal got knocked down on the ground, and he just holds him down. He doesn't attack him, doesn't punch him, doesn't kick him, doesn't do anything. He just holds him down so he doesn't get to interfere or save his team in the match. So I made sure to point out that they didn't attack each other. They didn't, do anything crazy against each other in this match because of what was going to happen here. Real Deal grabbed Nathan's guitar, made it look like he was going to attack the UVA, but then he turned, he hit Banksy, he ended up hitting his finisher on Hiroshi Moses, and caused both of them basically to get eliminated in the match, and he got himself disqualified when he used the guitar. So he got himself disqualified, which led to Hito and then Super Hippo to get eliminated. So basically,
and I remember that where Super Hippo was literally 1 versus 3, and it's like, if anybody could, maybe Super Hippo. No, he couldn't do it.
Yep. So basically, that's how the match ended. He ended up screwing over his own team, and they then, like I said, laid out the UVA, and they formed their own team here. So I don't have a name yet.
Yeah.
We're waiting on the team name. So,
but it's interesting. Like that's
I'm really down for it. Like I knew this was probably coming whenever he brought Real Deal in, but it's nice to have a fresh new tag team.
Yep.
And I like that it came during the war. It's like, no, we're doing our own thing. I can respect that.
Oh, yeah.
That's absolutely that's ballsy and dangerous. So
Yep.
it's good.
We'll see where that goes.
And then Woody, we have the all important backstage reaction from the Global Solution.
Yeah. I just put this in for some flavor stuff, just to break up. Hey, match. I just had to me, I don't know what your guys' favorite part was. I love the part where Warden is pissed off and grabs the suitcase, throws it across the room, and it hits the wall, exploding. And at the very end, John walks in like, "Hey, what happened to my suitcase?" So that was my favorite part that I wrote in there. But
obviously, this is going to sound really like tooting my own horn, but I love the fact that you've got Warden like, "Can we really trust Scott?" I'm like, "You son of a bitch."
Yeah.
That never goes away. I love that, and I kind of use that in some stuff. It's like, you can't trust me, you fuckers.
Yeah, I put in there. Yeah, he questions if they can really trust Scott. And Woody shrugs his
started
shoulders.
in the ring with 5 enemies with a chair.
Well, I mean, was he right? Or we'll get there.
Yeah.
So anyway,
no, he was, but anyway.
So
I wasn't out to get him. It's just, what am I doing?
Okay.
Anyway,
so the match went down. I made it again. I was trying to go as crazy as I could as far as with all these fucking people and all these stories that are going into this match. Our team, the UVA team, we lost Victory Green and Kyoko relatively early in the match.
Yeah.
So
Victory Green was immediate. He was out
Victory
off
Green was out very fast.
All of our team picked like 8 for the Survivor Series tag match, so none of us would go out. And then he just picked 3 on Raw. So he's like, gone. Yep. And then the math kept going because so many people had 8, even though they were getting picks wrong.
Yeah.
There were still like 5 people with 8 for 3 matches, so nobody eliminated until finally there was 1 person left out to go, and it started to trickle from there.
Yep.
So it was tense. Oh my god, it was tense.
Yeah, Cam Popplestone was the second one eliminated. There was some, interesting things going on with the chat. He got mad. He left the chat. Apparently, he left the Discord. I don't know he's got his things where he doesn't like to lose.
And he did say that going in. I remember he's been in the chat. I don't know if he's in our chat right now, but he did say that before. He doesn't like to lose. I talked to him about it, and that's where he even came up with that storyline of not being on the card, but still being there as the thorn in the side. Unfortunately, it's wrestling, so like literally the hero got taken out pretty quick in that sense. Like the storyline shouldn't have worked, but the bad guy won. It's kind of like Triple H back in 05.
Yeah.
Like, God damn it, I want to see the hero win this one, and it wasn't in the cards for him. And you even put that in there. It's like, oh my God, this is how it ends for him. This is wrong. Like, we get it. It's unfortunate it happened that way, but there you go.
Yep. Yeah, he got taken out by Bastion. Hit his finisher on him, took him out.
Now, actually, you kind of skipped something here. GMSG didn't even start the match with us.
Correct. This was GMSG's idea. He sent me a thing and said, "Hey, since I'm in the other match, and he sent this to me after he knew he lost. He said, "Hey, have something go on where, I come into this match late, and that's where I actually added in that he got hit with a hammer because I was like, okay, well now I gotta have him get hurt more than normal in his match, so I had Finn use the hammer to beat him, and then that's what led into him coming out later on with his head wrapped up where he wasn't in the match right away. So GMSG did not start the match. It started out 5-on-4, which showed this whole, oh man, UVA is already up 1-0. Now they're coming to this match. Global Solutions already down 5-4. Jesus, like all this stuff against them,
I took care of that.
Yeah.
So I had this plan from a long time ago that I was going to mimic my Slammiversary entrance with the lights, the confetti, the red and white, everything. Like, this is the second chance at redemption. And Lee's jacket, this was on top of that. Like, okay, Cam might be the hero, but no, I'm the hero. Like, this is for me, and this is going to work. And I even did the thing like AJ Styles, where it was the old music, now it's the new music. I had that planned for and I said from the start, no matter who came out when, I'm not getting out of the ring. I'm starting the match. So you, of course, put in that ring the bell chant, and I took off Victory Green's head.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. And it's like, what now? Let's go. And I love that idea. It's like, oh, they're down. Yeah, but Scott's starting. He's going to kill someone.
Yep. That put it basically 4-on-4 at that point.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then, Bastion came in, looking down at Victory Green, disgusted. Like, I can absolutely see that. Like, the match starts, ding, ding, ding. Boom! 1, 2, 3. Bastion's like, the fuck, dude?
Yep.
Come on.
Yeah. Basically, UVC got disappointed with our partners here. They didn't perform that well, so we were stuck, in a bad situation. But hey, we did come through. So yeah, basically, like I said, Cam got taken out. Ash hit the finisher, the ASP.
Yeah. The crowd chanted bullshit to that, like you said.
Yeah, I wanted the crowd to be mad.
And Bomber's character loved it. Someone threw a soda at your head, even stuff like that.
Yep. Yeah. I wanted the crowd to be pissed that Cam got taken out early since he was such a big, player in what was going on. And then
Spring Tigress was avoiding contact too. Remember?
Yeah, Spring Tigress was trying to avoid as much contact as possible since she's got a hurt neck the entire match here.
And then GMSG came out.
Yep, things went down. We got the advantage. He was Bastion grabbed Spring Tigress by the hair. He was about to do something to her, and that's where it took to this point where GMSG said, you know what, I may be hurt, but no matter what, I'm coming out to help Spring Tigress, help my team. And that's what later on, through a bunch of craziness, led to Kyoko getting pinned by the Green Machine. So,
yep. So it was down to the UVC against the 3 AHMF members and myself.
Yep.
So suddenly, your victory or advantage was gone at this point.
Oh yeah, we were down. Yeah, the UVC was down.
As I said in my promo that'll be uploaded, like I said, if anybody knows the danger of the UVC, it's me. So that was not like, oh, we're good. We got this now. No, this is bad. This is very bad. The best part is I got in the ring and I rolled out and went over and got Judge in the cross swords.
Yeah.
Again, and made him tap.
But he wasn't the legal man.
But I wasn't the legal man.
Oh, you weren't the legal man. That's right. You weren't the legal man.
Yeah. So, of course, now I'm running around in my promo saying that I made Judge tap 3 times in 2 days.
Because then this is what I think was the best thing that happened. Bastion went up onto the top rope. Spring Tigress down in the ring. Bastion looks down, waves bye-bye to her, and then leaps up the top rope, curb stomps straight down onto her hurt neck. and I put in fact the impact of the curb stomp caused the neck brace to shatter into pieces flying across the mat. So
that was Tigress' idea, I believe. It's like, yeah, just curb stomp me to death.
100%. Yeah, she came and said, I want Bastion to finish me off and curb stomp me off the top rope. I think she said off the top rope. Yeah.
I don't know about that, but you did that. Yeah. So it's like, don't.
Yeah, I think she did. Yeah.
Tigress, avoid the top rope.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all bad. Even if someone goes up there, go run away. It's bad. Very bad.
So that took her out.
You've got the UBC are bastards because you've got Judge doing all that stuff with me, and now Bastion's doing that over there. Like it's good. I really enjoy it. What do you think of these guys, Woody, on the opposite side here? They're assholes, right?
Yeah. They're very much assholes. But at the end of the day, they just get the job done, and I can't for that.
That's
true.
right.
I can.
On that side.
No, I can applaud that. You have. I've been the heel. I know, but I've never been that heel. Jesus Christ.
I've been that heel.
Nah, that's true. You bloodied Lee. I remember that. Eye for an eye. Okay. So the pain was so intense for Tigress that Hero came out.
Yep. This is where this whole story kind of broke down here.
Punched GMSG in the face.
Yep. Basically, this whole point of the whole thing between Spring Tigress, Hito, and the rest of the awesome hooded motherfuckers, this is what it's boiled down to, where he basically shows that you guys can't protect her, and he just let loose and just decked GMSG, and which led to him ended up getting eliminated when Bomber just said, hey, you know what? He's gonna come in, get the pin, and I even put in there during the chaos. Bomber made the cover on GMSG without having to do anything.
You slimy bastard.
So Bomber gets the pin on GMSG after doing nothing.
Which this became bad because it was Green Machine and I against the full UVC.
Yep.
And like you said, the UVC could very well pull this off. So I'm literally at this point fighting to keep the war going with a teammate that I don't care about, and I want to get more points then.
Yep.
So I'll say right now, I'll give you guys a preview for my promo. I even said I wanted to turn on Green Machine just so he'd get eliminated first, but knew not to because we'd lose the war.
Yep.
So, because he was outpointing me at that point, and I was like, oh, fuck, I can't catch him. Shit.
We actually...
there was no way for me to win at that point, so...
Me, Bastion, and Jutchat we have our own, UVC chat that we were talking in during, the show, and we were looking at the numbers, and we were like, guys, I think they're going to win, and it's going to be Green Machine as the sole survivor for their team, and he's going to end up beating us by a couple points. But luckily, the way things went down, because that was us thinking, like, no way, Raw's going to keep getting all these wins during the actual WWE show. But they just kept doing it, and we were like, oh, my God, we can do this. We can do this, and it actually ended up, that's really what did it for us. So,
like I've been saying, I've been calling it, it's the called shot at Immortality. Is what I call it in the promo. You can steal that for your stuff. These people win the called shot at Immortality, which Jut got out of this, I believe. He was the highest pointer on your side. Now, he and I were slugging it out. You broke it up. And then, let's see. I shoved him off the top, and I did the coolest move you've written me to do. I did a missile drop kick out of you and elbow Jut.
Yeah, yep.
That was cool as shit. I love that.
Combo move, yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, but then you know what you did? You pulled me out of the ring.
Yeah.
You
this was payback from last year.
Slammed me into the table from last year, and you even said, 1 year ago, you son of a bitch, where's your Lee now? Oh, that's not. That's not good. And you put me through the table on your title, which you happen to have again.
You know what? I didn't even think about that because last year you guys put the title, my UV title, on the table,
and I told you in the write up, I want to put you through the table on your title.
Yep. So this time I put you through my title, which crazy enough I have exactly a year later, which is. That's how it is. And so basically this is a year waiting to happen, and
you want to talk about the war going on for a few months. It's been a year for us.
So
it's been pretty great. And the hero loses because the bad guys did it.
Yep.
Because I got counted out thanks to that somehow.
And that was, that's how you got counted out. You couldn't get back into the ring.
Yeah, and while you were taunting, Green Machine big booted your head.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Green
have a
Machine
habit of
wiped.
taunting me and getting taken out. I kind of love it.
Yep. And then a little combo happened where Jut took Green Machine down with the GTS, followed up by Bastion's ASP finisher, and that was
I just
it.
picture the Shield individually murdering someone. Like just boom, 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 boom. He can't survive that. He's
Yep. And we got the win. Ended the match. UVA got the win.
Now, storyline-wise, like I said, this was perfect because you sealed the victory with your boys for your faction. So, like, that's how perfect is that?
Yep.
But if we had won, I was like, oh, the war is still alive by defeating you. It would have been fun there too. But going in the actual time when we were watching it happen, this was the last match, so you were just wondering if you clean swept it or not, and you did.
Yeah. So
Kind of
that was rough.
what's up, Woody?
I was gonna backtrack just for like a tiny little bit because I think we kind of glossed over the whole hero thing, and I don't like thinking like I don't know if that was the intention or not, but thinking of hero as a heel, and I don't think he does either. But I don't know how this story is gonna go.
I agree. I don't see him as the heel. I see him as just fed up by Spring Tigers being in these positions. I don't see him as a heel. He just lashed out, kind of like Star-Lord when he learned about Gamora. He just lost control and hit Thanos, and shit, you cost us everything.
Yeah,
Star-Lord.
I mean, we definitely. Yeah, we're definitely gonna see where it goes, but the whole idea, like, I had this like kind of brewing idea for a while that he's basically gonna be an overprotective, like that's how I saw it taking place, like an overprotective, person. That's kind of how, I envisioned it when I started doing it, and that's why, and it definitely, to me, it's definitely heel the way I was writing it. I don't know, how, like, the way you guys are seeing it or whatnot, but, everybody can see it however they want. But when I was writing, I envisioned it being, almost like the Macho Man with, Miss Elizabeth. It was a little bit, that's obviously a little bit different, but.
Like, is this selfishly, like, he's costing us everything, but he doesn't care. That's heelish in the grand scheme of things, but it's not heel motivation. It's just. And
also, he's the outsider of the group because Spring Tigers is a part of the Awesome Hooded Motherfuckers. She's, she's obviously closer with GMSG and Green Machine. Well, here comes Hito that is like basically butting in saying, you guys can't protect her. I can. And that's kind of the way I,
Well, again, I wasn't trying to.
Yeah. So
I was just more like, I'm not tagging out.
Yeah,
I'm going to stay in here and fight. Hell, I broke Janice and we got bloody in a first blood match. So we get our own problems. But
yeah. This is mainly like him involved with like the Awesome Hooded Motherfuckers was there the way they were doing this. But I mean, I've been in talks with him after this and stuff with Hito, and we'll see where it goes. So from what I gathered, not when I talked to him, he's pretty excited about it. It'll be interesting.
Cool.
It'll be interesting to see what comes from it because there's going to be some developments that'll just take place, and we'll see where it goes when we get there.
Let's move on to the last bit here because it does say the Ultraviolent connection has done it. Ultra members survive, and the war is over, and we have not even had our main event. So then Bomber grabbed a microphone.
Yeah,
and you said 2-0. Ultraviolent Alliance win this godforsaken war. It was too easy. Like, you're propping yourself up on the ropes as you say this. It's great. We don't even need the last match, so we're done.
Yeah. So
which is perfect. It's so good. I love that. So
what I was like, okay, just how some people say, well, all the drama was out of the Survivor Series because we're all swept. So I was like, okay, well, goddamn. So we're sweeping. I was like, there's got to be something, that makes a reason for the third match to happen. There's got to be something, some drama involved. That's why I came up with what took place. That you'll see that Bomber said, you know what, we're done. Everything's over. Out comes Woody. Out comes the rest of the solution. And they're like, nope. We got to do this. We'll do whatever it takes. Basically, is what Woody's saying. And that's when Bomber gets the little wait a minute. Like, you'll do anything? Like, give up your title opportunity you just got? Anything? Like the end of the solution? Anything? And basically how I had Woody handle it in this is he just does the, you know what, fine. Like Woody's willing to sacrifice, the solution, willing to sacrifice his, his world title opportunity in order to beat the Ultraviolent Alliance and win the war, and win the opportunities for those 3 matches. Is basically, so I had to, put some drama in there where the drama was, it disappeared. So that is the plan that I came up with. What do you guys think about that? First of all, Woody, what do you think about that call? And obviously you did not know I was going to do this because it was like a last minute thing.
Not.
Yeah. So what did you think about this and putting all your shit on the line?
Oh, well, the world title, I get the world title and everything, but I think I would have been less okay with the solution thing if my character hadn't already done something like that when we had our WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
So I liked it to a degree, and we're going to get to it more later. I wish that was kind of more built on and not just resolved so quickly.
Well, the one thing, as far as like character-wise, this is definitely perfect for Bomber because his whole goal has always been to eliminate the solution, and this came up to a moment where it's like, wait a minute, so you're willing to give up this, like you're willing to risk the breakup of the solution, and it definitely was kind of quick and on the spot because I'd never had this planned. I never. None of this was thought of before this point, but I had to think of something to make some drama, and I thought that was some pretty good stuff. But
it was,
yeah. So what do you think? Do you think that overall good? Overall, there maybe I shouldn't have threw in the solution point in just the title. Is that what you're thinking? I mean, either way. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was good either way. I liked it. Like I said, I just wish it was if it was a solution thing, I wish it was built more upon and not resolved just like that. Kind of just built a story towards and all that. But I liked it. It was good.
All right. What about you, Scott? What did you think of the stuff?
I like I get what Woody's saying. I kind of agree. Like something that scale should have been built up, but at the same time, that precedent has already come and gone. So, like the fact that Woody, the character, would gamble anything in that moment is totally believable. I fully agreed that, and so I had no problem with it. It was like, we'll do this, yes, and this would have cost you, okay, and it'll be this, yes, like. Absolutely, I see no problem with that at all in that. So yeah, I thought it was good, and like it was a good way to bring the stakes back up. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I guess basically what that led to was Bomber saying, "All right, you heard them, boys. Blissful Enigmas, let's do this thing." They came out, and the match got started. And right before the match started, Redhead walked over to the the little barricade, and gave a little hug to a fan wearing a hoodie, but that fan happened to be Adonex wearing a boot and had some crutches. So that was pretty interesting right off.
That was some closure of Crimson and Adonex being the first two who were taken out. Returning
they happened to be at the final match.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I like that. Like, that's how the war really kicked off.
Yep.
Because it was during that brawl when Lee and I came out and helped out the Solution guys. Like, we're like, this is getting out of hand. We got to fight this war.
Yep.
Like, let's go. We're doing it our way. And then.
Yep, they were the two first victims there. So I don't know. I don't know. When I was writing this, I kind of had a. I want you to give me your thoughts on this, Woody, whether you liked it or not. But I kind of wrote it as Woody looked like I don't know. I wrote in here emotionless, but like he didn't have like all these stakes that he put up on the line, and he almost felt kind of defeated. Almost is kind of how I wrote Woody during the match here. So. What are your? I don't know. What were your thoughts on on how Woody was kind of like, I don't know the exact wording, but emotionless kind of.
I get emotionless, but I don't think during all these high stakes, I don't think my character would be feeling defeated. I think he would definitely fight. I think he would fight more because of like everything that's like on the line.
Yeah.
But if the stipulation wasn't there, I could see my character being defeated. But I totally agree on the emotionless thing, because this whole war has just been taking his toll on Woody's mindset.
Well, I'll follow up with there, Woody, with the fact that you've been blaming yourself because of like things as the GM that have come back to haunt you, or aspects like where my character went and things like that. You're like, oh God, if it wasn't for me, we might not be in this point. Which might be overthinking things too. Like you're blaming yourself for things that weren't your fault, but you're still blaming yourself, so that's still happening. So I can definitely see that, especially to see 10 of your global solution compatriots lose, and now there's only 5 of you left, and it's like, oh, like these other 10 tried and couldn't do it. So now what? Like that all that has to weigh on you there. So
yeah, it does.
So just what happened in the match? Adinex jumped the rail. While all this craziness is going on, he kind of got his revenge on John, put him on the table, gave him a big, I think it was it an elbow through the table? Elbow drop through the table. You know, Shane McMahon spot, basically. Adinex is a Shane McMahon spot on John through the announcer's table, rolled him into the ring where Junction got the pin on him. 1, 2, 3. John eliminated as the first person eliminated in the match. So
I just noticed when Adinex was doing that stuff, staff was helping me out from the commentator tables.
I realized when I was doing it, I was like, oh shit, isn't he over there? So I was like, wait, let me make sure that it's known that they're going through the other announcer table over there.
Yeah, because you did shield power bomb me through one.
Yeah. So basically that happened. I believe Crimson got just a clean. What's up?
Yeah, he got the O'Connor roll.
Yeah, that is his finisher on
Tom.
Yep, eliminated Tom clean. And then some stuff started to go down where Scott came out. There was I honestly don't remember what I was doing here. I put this in because CT Martin said he wanted to have you come out and cause a distraction. So I literally just made this shit up on the spot. I don't know if this was okay for you guys. I hope so.
He asked me, do you want to get involved because the war's over, and do you want to get involved and cost Woody? And I'm like, no, I'm not heel yet. No. I'm not going heel. I'm still good. I'm still fine. No.
So,
but the war's over, so I got nothing to lose, and fuck it. Now, I didn't know about the other stipulation, so I was like, whatever, fuck it.
Yeah, that the war would be back on, yeah.
For me, it's over. So, but yeah, all I knew was I said, no, I want to like be maybe yelling and screaming and like blaming people, but that's kind of heelish too. But you had me taken out, so I'm just like, no, I'm not done. I want more of this fight or something. I don't know what it was. I was not loopy or something. That's all I knew. But he did also know, because there was the feuding with Red and I and the weirdness going on there. So Red being in the main event led to that. So I'm like, yeah, that sounds fun. Go ahead, do something. That's all I knew going into this.
Yeah, I kind of just made this up. I basically, Woody got busted open. Redhead got the blood that she's been going after this whole time, which they wanted that. They told me that they wanted that to go down. So, and then you came out, and there was a weird moment. Well, I think I'm skipping a little bit. That happens a little bit later, but basically,
Woody gets eliminated.
Woody gets eliminated.
Woody got in the crossface. Couldn't tag out. Woody just popped out in front of him, looking all like sinister, and Smiley started licking the blood. That's messed up. That's so messed up.
Yep. So Woody, he didn't tap out.
CT.
Yeah. It's funny because you were like, I want CT to eliminate me, and they were like, we're gonna have CT eliminate Woody. So that worked out.
I love it when it all comes together like that. That's great.
That worked out. And he said we can have him tap out or pass out, and I was like, well, I think that would be, a little more interesting if Woody would not tap out, because everything that he put is on the line. Why would he submit
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I
there's
agree.
no live to
Yeah.
fight another day when these are the stakes. You die trying. Is
Yep.
basically it.
So
yeah.
basically, had Woody passed out and was eliminated. So the Solution lost their team captain, as it says
Yeah.
in there, right up there.
And then you had the weird part where
That's where. So
yeah,
Redhead rolled out, blood all over, and went to Scott and took the blood from Woody and wiped it across Scott's lips there. And that's when Beer Jesus, who was kind of like there in the aisleway, kind of seeing what was going on, got super pissed off, and he just attacked Scott because he doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He just sees Scott's out there. Woody just got taken out. He doesn't know what's going on. He's pissed, and then that kind of just caused all kinds of chaos.
what I like about that is like Redhead and I are staring each other down, and it's like you could see rage in those eyes.
Mm-hmm.
But this stuff's still happening, so it's like, what the fuck is happening? And it's fun. I like it. It's like, we said before, Red and I have an idea. We have this crazy blood feud. I've kind of compared it to like a Callahan-Pentagon thing where it's just bonkers, where it doesn't make any sense in some ways, where it's like, this is different. So yeah, this works perfect. I was like, holy shit, that's okay. Can work with that. So yeah, that works good.
Yep.
And I love what I said before, but like, oh, can you trust me? Yeah, this just got weird for a minute. That's all.
And then, then things, we got Burning Hammer to Warden. Warden gets taken out by Breaker.
It got real bad. It got real bad real quick.
Yep. So
because the crowd was watching them systematically being torn apart, as you wrote. Like, it was just like,
yep,
they're dropping like flies.
And it's something that does, like, the Solution that obviously people aren't used to Solution being taken out like this. They were taken out. Woody got eliminated, passed out. Warden goes down right after it immediately.
And it's by the Enigmas. Like I said, they've not been a force to be reckoned with. They've always been there, but they've turned it around and crushed it the night before. Can they do it again? Yeah. Against these guys. Holy crap.
You don't normally see all the Solution losing in one night. Like, it just doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't. And then literally, the man who will live or die and let the Solution live is Crimson Cyborg.
Yeah, because Beer Jesus came in. Yeah, Beer Jesus got eliminated right after Warden. So almost immediately it was Woody, Warden, Beer Jesus, all eliminated back to back to back, and that left Crimson Cyborg as the last member on his team against.
Which is bitter.
Yeah, against what, 3,
bittersweet.
4? How many? It was 4 of them motherfuckers left alive, I think.
Yeah.
4.
Not a signal. No Enigma got eliminated.
That's right. Wow. Yeah. Crazy.
That's
Like the Solution was in the hands of a former regulator.
Yeah, former regulator.
And he did a classic Shawn Michaels where he went down fighting for his team, even though he didn't have to. He did. Like he went all out. It's really cool. But Redhead wanted blood, and it just went crazy.
End of the match came. Bliss Bottom off the top rope. Crimson Cyborg's body crashed to the mat, and you could hear the air getting sucked out of the arena. Redhead made the cover. 1, 2, 3. Crimson Cyborg has been eliminated. It's all over. The Solution have lost. The Global Solution have lost.
As of the stipulation that Woody had agreed to, the Solution was no more, and Woody lost his title shot. Yeah. And who was the top pointer of that team?
The top pointer of that team was Breaker, the newest member.
The kind of last-minute addition.
Yeah.
He made a good career move.
God, dear Lord, yeah.
So Breaker gets the third of the matches, because we're going to go in order, like I said. So it was... Breaker gets the last one. Judge at the middle. Who gets the first one again?
First one. TB666.
TB666 gets the first whatever match. The called shot at immortality, which I came up with that on the way home, and I kind of love the idea of it. TB gets it, and then Jut, and then Breaker.
Yeah. Now to close out the show, this is something I've had planned forever. With the story here. Basically, the end of the war, UVA won. Most of the team came back out to celebrate. The ones that were kind of loyal to the UVA. And then out came Cam Popplestone.
Redemption.
He came out. He didn't
attempt.
he didn't give a damn. It was him against the entire UVA that was out there. He didn't care.
I would have if I didn't get knocked out. I love that he did this. This is really cool.
He jumped in and he drew back to strike Bomber, but Bastion caught his arm, and then Jut grabbed his other arm, and then the UVA had their way with him, just pounding away. Everyone took their turns until it was Tom's turn to stand up. And,
that sounds so wrong, so dirty. Pounding away, taking their turns.
Well, we had to do. You know how the UVA rolls. We got to do it.
Yeah, I do. Bad, not good.
So Tom steps up and doesn't jump in. Bomber says, "Do it. Hit your finisher on him. Get in there." Tom doesn't move. He's like, "All right, what's going on here? Get in there." He yells. Tom doesn't budge. Bomber loses his cool, even after shouting at him. And then Tom spits in Bomber's face. So, that wasn't good for him. The crowd loved it. But then Tom, he got destroyed. Tom got everybody's finisher as well. And then he got thrown down next to Cam Popplestone. And those were basically the two laying down, bodies motionless at the bottom of the UVA's feet at the end of the night.
Motionless bodies, the next pay-per-view from JRPL.
Yep. And I don't know. I just like not now. All we have. Wait, hold on. Now all we have are good guys and lots of bad ones. That's how I had fun with that. But
so Woody, how do you feel? The Solution is disbanded. You've lost your title shot.
Now, okay. Before you mention that, before you answer, okay, hold on. Let me reword this here. No, not reword, but here we go. I purposely did not say anything about that at the end of this write-up. I didn't say, "Hey, look, Woody's title shot's gone. No, Solution disbanded." I didn't do.
Article, don't worry. But Woody, as of this moment, how do you feel?
Yeah, after you read it,
when you read this, you're like, "Oh fuck, what have I done?"
At this moment, I was like, "What the fuck happened?" And then I let it sit for a little bit. I'm like, okay, well, this is gonna have some story stuff later. I'm like, okay, we'll see where this goes. And then all the other stuff happened.
I know you weren't happy. I got messages from multiple people on the Solution here.
Well, the chat was like, "Well, what happens to the tag titles?"
Yeah, there was people talking about, "Oh, they're vacating them. They're doing this."
No, I knew that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, this is some of the fun that I like to have with people. Just reading results and speculating what's going to happen. That's why I made sure I didn't put anything in there. But yeah, I had multiple people come to me, "Yo, what the fuck's going on with this?" And I'm like, "Hey, we'll find out." So
now, as of this moment, with the way the storyline was, like you said, there's only a few good guys and lots of bad ones.
Yep.
I'd been saying going in, like, this war, it's not going to end here. Like, if we lose, we still have to keep fighting. Like, don't stop. And I've always been like, I've been fighting this war since before it was your war. Has been my opinion of it. So, like, my promo talks about that. It's like, this war's been going longer than Survivor Series last year. Lee and I were after Bomber before that. We just turned on him there. And then you guys joined the war 6 months later, and here we are. Like, my war hasn't finished. I still have a list of UVA people to go for. And maybe now some Solution and Global Solution too, because it's me against everyone. So, like, it's opened up wide for me after this, which is pretty great. And yeah, it's absolutely insane, the stuff that can come out of that, because we didn't win. Bit of a bummer.
Yeah,
I thought we had it. A bunch of times. Like, just looking at it, we should have had it. But you guys sweat. All the power to you, literally, but also just it was what it was.
Yep. So basically, the article that just came out was that, as of this recording here, the title is "Shocking TLC Main Event Announcement," and it is announced that Woody will be in fact getting that world title match against Ash at TLC in the main event. And a rematch, not just a rematch for the world title, but it will also be a rematch ladder match at TLC.
Oh no.
And in the article, it points out the fact that the board of directors have overruled Bomber, and said that all those last minute stipulations were unfair. There was no reason for him to throw those in there, and they will not be credited. They will not be held up. So that means obviously Woody gets his title match. Obviously that means the Solution are not disbanded. And
it's a classic case of the heel overstepping, and things get undone on Raw. Kind of, that happens all the time. It's wrestling, so yeah.
Yep. So
me getting. Oh, you got something else to say?
Oh no, I was going to ask how you felt about actually getting your title match so early.
I was just about to say something about that. Mm-hmm. It's kind of shocking because that means TB666 didn't take a world title match.
Correct. I have all three of the people have given me the matches that they want. TB666 has told me what he wanted. Jut said what he wants, and Breaker has already announced what they want. So I guess I'll do it right here on the show. If you go over to the events page, nothing's on there yet as far as TB666's match, but it will take place at TLC. And let me get the exact quote that he said to me in Discord on our little private chat. He said, okay, here it is. TB666 quote here. You know what? Let's do it. You and me for the hardcore title in a death match. He meant UV title. By the way, Ultraviolent title, not hardcore title. But so TB666 will be facing Bomber for the Universal for the Ultraviolent title in a death match. So
that's his called shot at immortality.
That is it. He wants a shot.
I like it. That's interesting.
And it is interesting because we were both on the same side, so we'll see what happens. Unfortunately for the Alpha Dog, that means he's going to have to wait because that was the booked match. He'll just get his shot, I guess, next. Whoever wins between me and TB666 will face the Alpha Dog. But so that's going to be that. That's going to be TB666's match against me for the UV title.
Okay.
So
there you go. What are your guys' thoughts on that? What do you think? First of all, Woody, what do you think?
I'm shocked it's not for the world title because I think that's the route I guess I could say, because I think Scott was going to do the same thing, but I guess I could say what we were going to pick.
Sure, you see what yours was. I was planning on it tonight too to see what we would have done.
Okay, what would you have done?
Since it was like any kind of match with any with titles on the line, I talked with Warden and Beery, and we were gonna do a 6-man tag with Top Lock. What was it? Top Lock, UV, and the other singles title, and they would all be on the line in the 6-man tag match.
They would all be on the line in one match.
Yep.
Okay. Well, thank God.
Winner take all.
Thank God that didn't happen.
Hey, Bomber, want to know what mine was?
Sure, yeah. Give it to me.
So, would it be like a 5-man match? The Road Warrior champ, the Ultraviolent champ, the World champ,
Jesus.
And the Canadian champ, and me. But I was going to make it too crazy. If any champion wins, they retain. If I win, I get them all.
You just get them all. You just become the champion of everything.
I already have the tag title. I don't need that again. That was going to be mine.
Well, thank God you motherfuckers.
I'm glad that you're. I was not going to say it unless all the picks were in, but they're all in. So cool. They can't steal my idea. I was absolutely going to do that, and I was going to get crazy and say if I lose, I just don't get a shot at any titles all year.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to I wanted to make it like let's gamble, let's go nuts.
You guys are crazy.
There's no way I would have won that. Is what I was going to say.
Well,
maybe. What if it was my other idea?
What
if it was here? You would have hated this, Bomber. You would have hated me for it so bad. What if it was a 5-man match, but it was elimination, and the titles change as they get eliminated?
That would have been terrible. I agree.
No, I wouldn't have done anything that crazy. But yeah, it would have definitely been the 5-man. Absolutely.
So, well, thank God neither one of you guys won.
What would you have done?
I honestly never even thought about it. I have no idea. I probably would have been challenging for the world title, maybe. I don't know. But I'm already a champion, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I never even thought about it.
It's a called shot at immortality, so I'm going to keep saying that phrase. I fucking love it. I don't care.
What were you saying, Woody?
But yeah.
I was going to say, for my match, choice. You didn't just have to worry about me winning, because if it was Jeremy or Warden winning, that it'd be the same thing. Like, we were just all gun ho on it.
Well, thank God none of you fuckers won. Yeah.
Well, don't worry. All they had to do was beat me, or if anybody beats anybody else, it's over, and like all the champions retain. Like, it's not like if Woody won as Canadian champion, he would have won everything else. No, it's only if I win does all the gold change. That was what I was gonna do, because only I get the benefit from this, was my idea. So,
yeah. The other ones, I don't know if I should announce them. The Juts and Breakers.
Maybe you should wait till after they happen. Like, the first one's over, here's what the next one is.
Yeah, I think that's probably the safer bet to, like, to keep it out there, see what's going to happen. But I will say this, neither one of them are as crazy as the stuff you guys said, so I'm happy about that.
Damn it!
Very happy.
Come on, guys! You let me down! Oh, Woody, we had it made. Oh, it's your called shot at immortality.
And now that they're hearing this shit, if they do end up hearing this, I don't want them getting any crazy ideas, so their shit's locked in. It's done.
They submitted, exactly, yeah.
It's in. You ain't going back and trying to steal these crazy fucking ideas.
Well, if someone came up and said, I want this idea, you'd be like, no, that's Scott's. Fuck off.
Yeah. I will say, out of the group, let's just one second. The Breakers is the more crazy
good.
It's not like
is anybody else
crazy,
going for multiple gold?
No.
Damn it! You guys let me down. After all that,
Juts is very basic, very simple, very straightforward. The other one, not so much, but not as crazy.
Now, I did have something in my little promo thing. I said I kind of told him the idea of Jut. Like, what if he just makes a match that he wants to have happen? Okay, it doesn't have to. He can make a match. He doesn't have to be in it, right? Like, no, you can make any match you want. It doesn't have to be for yourself.
I guess so. I mean,
it would be dumb.
I haven't thought about that, but I mean, I guess so.
Right? You can make any match.
Yeah.
So there's like
can't
people
say no. Like, that was your wording. Like, I can't say no.
Well, and I always said, like, there's a limitation. Like, you can't force someone into a retirement match.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't get to me anymore. No, unless they agreed with it. You can always throw it out there. But yeah, that's within reason. It's got to be it. Like, you can't force the solution to disband unless they'd agree. Okay, like that's the only fair way to do that kind of thing, because you are affecting other people's characters.
Yeah.
But I mean, I did put in my little promo thing. It's like, what if I was a crazy person and I challenged Jut to a match for his called shot versus my career? And I'm like, no, I'd lose. Fuck off.
So,
I should not do that. My character would, but no, I'm not doing that.
Do you remember what I was saying before I interrupted you, Woody? You were trying to say something. What you were saying. You were trying to say something. I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If you forgot.
I think I said it. I don't remember what I said, but I think I said it after everything.
Okay. So yeah, that's the fallout. That's what happened. We'll see where it goes. We have 2 shows left on the year. Final Battle takes place December 14th, and obviously TLC takes place 2 days later, December 16th. And we're gonna see who ends the year strong. And on
now,
top.
Do you have any other match announcements? Because there's not much on there right now.
Nope. There's literally only 3 matches announced for each of those shows, and I think that's pretty much all we got. Obviously, Final Battle main event. Main events for both shows announced, by the way. Spring Tigers GMSG for the Road Warrior title at Final Battle. We got Woody versus Nathan 8K in a hardcore match. Woody's gonna try to get your revenge for him throwing you off that cell, the Hell in a Cell. And we have Redhead versus Beer Me Jesus, who instantly wanted to fight her after what she did with Scott, like, and the whole thing right there at the end during that main event there. So Beer Me Jesus wanted her.
Didn't want to fight me, you're saying enough. Wanted Redhead, so.
What are you saying, Woody?
I think I have Warden's match if he hasn't sent it to you yet.
He did message me something. Oh, he wanted he said he wanted to face Breaker. But I don't know if Breaker does Ring of Honor shows. So I asked CM CT Martin if he does them, but he has not replied. So I don't know if Breaker does do Ring of Honor. I said that's fine, but I'm not sure if he does. So might have to think of something else as a backup plan.
I'm infinitely curious about where I end up on this. It's gonna be interesting. I like Woody with the hardcore match with Nathan.
Yeah, that's a makes sense match.
Bomber, I said in my promo, it's hilarious because Spring Tigress and GMSG are going for the vacant Road Warrior title. Not vacant, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hilarious because both of them are essentially injured, and I outlasted them both in the same Survivor Series match.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, where's my shot? But I'm like, Bomber never give me a shot. So it's kind of funny. Like, I know I'm essentially like doghouse kind of thing. Like, don't give him a shot. Never give him the shot. So that's kind of where the character is right now. It's kind of funny, actually. But come on.
So the only matches announced for TLC, obviously main event, just announced it. Ash versus Woody, ladder match, rematch.
Yeah.
We got tag team titles on the line. The Warden, Beer Me Jesus, going up against Jonathan C.T. Martin and Junction. They just beat him at, Survivor Series. We'll see if they can beat him in 2-on-2. And the other one, which it shows on the website right now, the moment's recording this, Alpha Dog versus Bomber, but it will be Bomber versus TB666 for his called match that he gets. A shot at immortality. What do you call that shit? What do you call it? Immortality, redemption.
Called shot at immortality.
There you go. The called shot at immortality.
It's a death match?
Yes, death match. He wanted a death match. So. Yep.
No.
I mean, I gotta lose this title one day. This could be it. TLC could be the night.
I'll face you. I'll take it.
Hey, all you had to do was win Survivor Series and be the best on your team. But
yeah, well, we saw how that happened.
The one last thing I have. Do you guys have any other thing to close the show for? I have one last announcement here.
Aside from the fact that I think you managed the war really good, even though like people got substituted.
Yeah.
It worked out really, really good. I say it every time, but you do an awesome job on this stuff. It is really, really cool and awesomely appreciated. So it's a lot of fun and adds to things, I think. And that's when people get burned out when they lose things like that. But I'm losing more than I'm winning right now. So like, this is cool as shit. So yeah, it's fun. I like it. It's awesome.
Okay. Do you have any final thoughts, Woody, on all the shenanigans that went down and things to come?
I am very much looking forward to all the things that are come. Like, this feels like an end of the chapter, and we're just looking forward to everything. New feuds, everything, new personas of characters, etc. I just can't wait.
Yeah, we do have a lot of people that are going to be, stepping away for a while. A lot of people that are going to be taking a break. So that's going to make plenty of room for all the new guys to come in, the new ladies to come in, do their thing, and, make a name and get opportunities. So we will see where that goes. So I guess last thing I wanted to announce here to close the show is the Tag Team Championship Classic. I have the 8 teams to announce. I'm not going to name any brackets or anything, but I will announce the teams so people know. Okay, how about that? That sound good? Sound like something interesting for you guys?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here we go. First team. Obviously, whoever the tag team champions are. Right now, it is the Solution, Beer Me Jesus, and the Warden. If they do win this match, they won't defend their titles again until the tournament starts, which it will begin at the Royal Rumble. So the Royal Rumble will be round 1, okay? So I know there's been a lot of questions about that. That's where it begins, round 1, Royal Rumble. The champions will be defending in the first every match. That's the whole point of the tournament. So it will be the Solution in the tournament. The Eloquent Enigmas will also be in the tournament. So either way, whoever wins, both teams are going to be in the tournament come January. Okay. The third team to be announced, the UVC. No surprise here. Jut 9, Bastion are going to be in the tournament. So that is 3. The fourth team to be announced in the tournament, the Chaotic Maniacs. We got Broken Nerd, Baron Ash. They've been teaming for quite a while now. They've had plenty of success. They squashed I don't know if they squashed, but they beat the shit out of my UVC boys in a death match. So we're going to see how they do in the tournament. We got the brand new team of Nathan 8K and Real Deal JRH are going to be a team in the tournament. Don't have a team name yet.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they're still working on their team name, so we'll see what they come up with, but they will be in the tournament. So that's our 5th team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's our 5th team. Our 6th team will be another tag team that's been around for a while. CM Carlito and Super Hippo. They will be the 6th team in the tournament.
That was a random pairing that Woody made.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they're still around, and they've been getting good wins. They've lost some too. They haven't been lights out. I did have Twin Mazement in here as Team 7, but I don't know where they went, so they are not going to be in the tournament now. Those guys, they were doing really good stuff, and unfortunately, they're not going to make it. I was hoping they would be in the tournament, but they are not. So, team number 7, Team No Chance. The Money in the Bank holders will be in the tournament. Lily Pilly, Buck N5 are going to be in the tournament. All right. So that's 7. So the final team in the Tag Team Championship Classic number 2, or 2019, however you want to call it. The Awesome Hooded Motherfuckers, the GMSG, and Spring Tigers will be returning as a tag team in 2019 as the final team, and they are last year's champions, so we will see where it goes.
I remember encountering them.
Yep. So those are the 8 teams right there. No particular order. I kind of just did them all at random, so the brackets will be released at another point. But yeah, so what do you guys think? Anything special? Any front runners just right off the cuff? Who do you think? Just give me a name right off the bat. Just first name that jumps to you. Solution, of course you got. Goddamn. Well, they got eliminated round 1 last year, so we'll see how they can do this year.
They did.
You're welcome.
By a defunct team right now.
Yep. You got that
I did
right.
say. So I didn't know you were doing you had the teams already, because I was saying even in the chat, and I had ideas like, I just need a partner, and maybe we should be the ones who face the Solution in round 1, and let's see what happens again.
Well, I will say that the Solution, I have all the brackets already done already, but I don't even
them. Okay, cool, cool.
I don't even know if the Solution will be the champions. They might lose to the Eloquent Enigmas at TLC, and and then Enigmas will be defending the titles in round 1. We'll see. There's no telling. But
this is the one tournament that I think I've been saying I want to be a part of, and hopefully next year, well, not next year, but like the next time we do it, that's the case. Because this looks really fun.
You got to find a partner. I
have 2 partners. It's just a matter of getting the titles off them.
That's true.
Woody, here we teamed already.
So,
that would have been interesting. Me and you. Oh yeah, but no, I had an idea. I'm kind of bummed. I had an idea for you, Bomb. I didn't know you were doing. Kind of bummed. I didn't get that in time.
It's all good.
Can I give you as an alternate just in case for later? I'll send you something.
Sure. I mean, there's always chances of people no showing and stuff, so there's always backup plans to take into consideration. But there you go, guys. That's just the last little announcement I wanted before we close this bad boy out.
It's very interesting. I like it.
So when do you think the brackets go up? When the Rumble card starts shipping up?
No, the brackets will be out way before that. Brackets. I would probably expect them to be out before the end of the year. So
probably after TLC, I guess.
Well, to know who the champions are, because they're the top seed. Right?
True. Yeah. So that's probably the best time to look for that. Yeah.
The way you have the brackets set, I presume it's the same as last time. It was Solution versus Outsiders, because we were the worst team in the bracket. I can say that all day long because we were. It's the champions versus the quote-unquote worst team. So right now it's a Solution. It would change to the other, or is it just it's locked?
Nope.
Solution's probably still the best team, even if they lose the titles.
Yeah, I got the brackets. They're already set. So whoever are the champions, they'll just keep the belts where they are. But
okay.
Everything's already set.
Their team's 1 and 2, so you could easily move that around.
Yep. So
that works.
Yeah. So that's it, guys. All I gotta say is I'm obviously UVC baby. They've made it to the finals. I keep saying we because it is a we thing. It is we, so I can say we. We made it to the finals last year. This time, gonna get the win, no problem. Easy peasy, baby. Easy peasy.
You do remember what happened last time.
I remember what happened last time. They got squashed, but you know what? They remember that. They will not forget that, and that's why they're going to win this year, or I guess next year.
There are no strangers to getting squashed.
Okay, here we go, and we're going to close the show on bullshit. Great. I'm kidding.
Yep. Goodbye.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. All right, but no, had fun, guys. I hope everybody enjoyed. That's still hanging out, and listening, and stuck through this bad boy.
It's been a few hours, and we still have 8 people in the chat. Thank you very much, guys, for hanging out. And but look at the comments. There's not much to jump in here with the comments and stuff.
Yeah.
There is one thing I'll feed you, Bomber. Redhead posted over here is saying that Breaker will do the ROH show.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess we can have him face the Warden then.
So that's like pretty much confirmed. It's probably better if you get the extra confirmation yourself, but you know what I mean. It sounds like that's an in.
Yeah, well, I was just asking if he was going to show up, and I didn't know if he is. Then yeah, that's no problem for that match. Yeah.
But yeah, no. Again, thank everybody hanging out on Twitch. Cyclops Scott is where this stuff is. Thanks again. All this is related to JobberRadio.com. It's iTunes and everything for the main shows. This isn't there. It's YouTube. But it is awesome. There's a lot of work. Go read the write-up, because even though we summarized it, we haven't even touched all the stuff that happened. It's a cool, fun write-up. You can see some cool history here. So yeah.
All right. Well, Woody, get us the hell out of here.
All right. Well, it's been fun, you two. And only thing I have to say before dropping this off is fuck the UVA.
Oh. Come on!
No, I'm with you. But
Come
for me,
on!
it's fuck everyone.
Come on!
No, fuck everyone.